Welcome to Crit Starters, where the dice roll high and every decision could lead to legendary triumph or epic failure. Join our cast as we weave tales of adventure, intrigue, and unimaginable wonder through 6 thrilling one-shots. Each one-shot is a unique story unto itself, with a tapestry of diverse characters, treacherous challenges, and hidden mysteries waiting to be unraveled. From ancient ruins shrouded in mist to bustling cities teeming with secrets, our heroes will face the unknown and forge their own destinies. Today, I, Gabby, your host and main dungeon master, have some of my brilliant friends joining me at the table. My dear friend and co-producer Jay, and some of our other incredibly talented friends, Marissa, Christine, Evan, and Charlie. But Crit Starters isn't just about those of us sitting at the table. It's about you, the Crit crew, becoming a part of the adventure. After the dust settles and the final dice are rolled, the power will be in your hands. All of our one-shots will tie into one epic mini-campaign where you will decide which of our valiant heroes from each of our tables will join us for the final leg of our first journey together, where their story will continue and the stakes will be raised even higher. So, grab your lucky dice, settle in, and prepare to be captivated by a world where imagination reigns supreme, and the only limit is your own courage. Now, with all that being said, join us at the table, and let's get Crit started. Hello everyone, and welcome to Crit Starters. I am your DM, Gabby. I'm so excited to have you guys with us today, along with our wonderful adventurers. Wait, hi.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
So, we start in the city of Aramend. The streets flood with locals and travelers alike, being pulled to a district in the center of the city called La Coera. It's the heart of the city and the district of the arts. Bright and jaunty music fills the air, along with sounds of chattering street vendors and just general bustle as jewel-toned banners and flags line the main streets, heading to the square in the center of the district called La Piazza di Sognatori, the Plaza of Dreamers. Today is La Festa dell'Artisti, a day where artists of all kinds come to sell their wares, some artists even traveling great distances from larger cities to participate in the yearly tradition and celebration. So I would like to introduce all of our characters for today, and let us begin with the Usoro sisters.
Right.
Would you like to go first?
You know what? Eldest first.
Oh, yes. I am Minerva Usaro. I am a satyr bard who founded the award-winning actors troupe Satyrs in the Spotlight, but unfortunately I was exiled for recasting myself, even though I really was doing everyone a favor. The show would have been a disaster without me as the lead. And now I travel the world performing my one-woman show, Minerva on the Rocks, which is about growing up in a very interesting family. Sometimes I do the sequel, but that one is just too emotional. I don't have a stage name yet. I perform under various different names. We'll see if I decide on one very soon.
And then I'm Sarah, Usaro, and I am a cleric. I am part of the cult of Dionysus. I am actually a high priestess. I like to think of myself as a girl's girl. I am here to celebrate everyone and have everyone raised to the higher level of thinking and being. Dionysus is all about not only just wine and theater. I used to be a theater kid, but then I learned my ways
You have such potential.
I actually support the idea of rebirth. So I use alcohol and other kind of medicinal products like, some herbs, some mushrooms, things like that. And I help people work through all their stuff through the idea of higher levels of thinking. Also, I love wine. And the other thing you need to know about me is this is my favorite sister. Mm-hmm. She's also my only sister. And it is my life's mission to humble her because she has no ability to do it herself. Anyway, I will throw it back to the DM. Thank you very much.
So, what brings the two of you to this festival? What are you doing in this moment as the square is becoming increasingly busy as everyone is selling their different goods and services and performing and all of that?
I think Minerva is trying to get her stage together. I think she I don't know if it's not built yet or if perhaps she would have to just find like a stand to do her one woman show on, but she's definitely looking for a place to perform.
I have a little tiny like tent fixture. I want you to think about like what Grunk used in order to bring Yzma around, like that kind of very thin tent. And in there, I, help people. More importantly, I have my shrine in there, I have my altar. It is supposed to be a spiritual space for dreamers to pray to our patron, because some people do still see Dionysus as their patron. I also have a bucket of rotting fruit in there, just in case Minerva, again, needs a little humbling. But I am here in order to help people rise to their highest artistic fashion. So.
All right, amazing. So we know what the sisters are doing. Let's see what Brick is up to.
Hey, my name's Brick. That's it. It's just Brick. So I've come to the big city. I grew up in a tribe. I'm an Earth Genasi, as it were. My tribe, they really promoted this idea of toxic masculinity. You gotta fight for what you want in this world, and you gotta be a manly man. And I've just always loved the arts. I've always had an admiration for entertainers. I wanted to be a performer so badly. Don't really have the talent for it though. I'm as dumb as a sack of bricks. So that's how I got my name. But I have come here to help all the artists in the world. I have come to stand for all my lovely entertainers and do what I can do and be a bodyguard for them, because I'm good at punching things. So I've decided that's my purpose in life, and I've come to the big city to peddle my services to anyone that may need them.
Amazing. And what is Brick doing at the kind of this opening sequence of our adventure?
So I'm definitely trying to maintain a cool and calm composure. In my line of work, you need to be intimidating. You can't. But secretly, I'm freaking out inside. Like, oh my goodness, there's so many incredible entertainers around us. There's dancers, and singers, and actors, and I'm just losing my mind a bit. But I need to prepare myself. Like, all right. I've got to look for people that look like they may be in need of protection, and I will be their champion, and I will be their knight, and oh gosh, it's all so much.
Amazing. Thank you, Brick. And with that, let's move over to our fairy.
Hello, friends. My name is Frost Maiden Kirashi Reud. I'm a fae of the Feywild, specifically of the Winter Court. And you can kind of tell that from everything about me, just like whites and blues everywhere. And teeny tiny, less than 2 feet tall, flitting around on my wings. I think I'm a bit different from everybody else here at this festival in that I am mostly here on a mission from my queen, the Queen of Air and Darkness. She has been insistent on increasing the Winter Court's power, and the way we do that is we increase Winter's hold on the mortal realm. And so I am one of the elite group of mages of the Winter Court who come to the mortal realm and try to increase Winter's influence. And I, being an overachiever and not wanting to shy away from the challenge, asked to be assigned to this part of the world. And it's going fine, I promise. But I have decided to give myself a day off and explore this festival because, you know, I'm a fae. I can't resist some shiny things and lots of colors and lots of people around. It's in my nature, darling.
Amazing. And so I will ask you the same question. What do you think Kirashi is doing in this moment?
I think she's just quiet. She's like floating above the crowd because she doesn't want to like actually mingle with people. Not quite yet anyway. And she just kind of floats by and just occasionally she just kind of like twiddles her fingers and people get like a chill down their spines, and she watches them look around in confusion because it's like the middle of summer in like this Italy coded place, and she goes, one step at a time.
Amazing. All right, and finally, our last character joining us today, Grunk. What's going on?
Me, Grunk, barbarian orc, killer since birth. In first moments, Grunk killed Doctor of Birth. Since then, Grunk always very tough, slaughtered thousands with big weapon skills. No one want to mess with Grunk. Bad news for robbers, definitely. No rob Grunk, please. No question Grunk's story, please.
You got it, Grunk. No questions. That was perfect. I love him. All right, so it seems like everyone's kind of just either setting up for a potential performance or spirituality seminar.
Workshops. We like to call them workshops.
Workshops. My apologies. Or we're kind of just floating around, checking things out, just investigating what's going on. So I will let you all interact. If there's anything that you want to be doing, anyone you want to particularly interact with, this is your time to let me know and we'll do all that.
Yeah, I think Minerva is arguing with whoever was in charge of setting up the performance spaces for the event. I think she's kind of like, I specifically demanded a performance stage right in the very center, and I have yet to see such. What is the meaning of this?
Well, see, the thing is, you would have had to register the stage months ago, and you just showed up.
A performer of my caliber doesn't need to register. She just simply shows up and demands space and gets it.
Yes. Again, well, you would have... Okay, that's not good. We'll work on it.
Well, work a little harder.
And it's this, like, short, like, gnomish man, really stocky, like, that Jason Alexander in the Cinderella with Brandy Whitney Houston, like, balding at the top, and then just really surprisingly brown hair around the rest of his head. And he has, like, a little clipboard and a little quill and a very shiny necklace that indicates that he has some sort of position of power here, almost like a event coordinator vest in this fantasy realm. He's just, yes, we'll work on it, and he rolls his eyes and like trots away through the crowd. He's not going to work on it.
Marissa feels bad for yelling at him, but Minerva is like, and she'll just walk off and kind of like, just go explore, I guess.
Stop terrorizing the locals. I feel like I'm outside my little tent, just like, anybody needs spiritual awakening or drinks, free drinks. I am offering free drinks. Ice cold, or as ice cold as it can be in this weather. Free drinks.
Kirashi, hearing that, flies over.
Hello. Hello, my dear.
Hello. okay in this weather?
Well, as ice cold as it can be. I mean, obviously the red wine, not chilled, but the white is nicely chilled. I have it on, well, it was on ice, but now the ice is melted, so maybe not ice cold, but definitely cold.
I can help with that.
Oh, you can?
And she just kind of flits a little ray of frost over by, like, whatever container is, like, holding all the drinks.
I think we're gonna be best friends.
Have you ever had a frozen margarita?
What's a margarita?
Come with me, sit with me. Let's talk.
Amazing.
During this, Grunk has been taking a couple of steps towards Minerva and then changing his mind and walking back away, and then taking a couple of steps towards Minerva. Nope, can't do it. Walking away. And he walks through this. Excuse, Grunk. Beautiful lady, no can perform.
Yes. I seem to be running into some issues with the event coordinator over there.
Not fair. Grunk think all performers should perform if safe.
You are so right.
May Grunk talk to man.
Why, that would be most appreciated. He was right over there. And she'll dramatically point.
He's just over in the corner talking to some other vendor, be like, yes, no, I understand your concern, of course.
Yeah, Grunk's walking over. He doesn't have very good posture. He goes, excuse, Grunk. Grunk wants beautiful woman to perform. Grunk buy ticket if can. Grunk have no money. Grunk have very little money. But Grunk pay in labor for performance space.
So, this is a free event, sir. You don't have to pay for anything. We are working on a performance space for the young lady over there. We're working on it.
Need Grunk remove tree for space?
No. We don't need any kind of landscaping thing. Thank you. So appreciated. We might be able to set up a space, and I know this may not be ideal for the what did she call herself? Prima donna? I think was the word she used. Something like that. We may be able to get space for her over there, and it's this maybe 6 foot wide gap in between two other vendors. One is an iron worker, so it's just a bunch of swords and daggers all hung up ready to be sold, but they're very pretty swords and daggers because this is an art show, art festival, so he had to rationalize some way of being oh no, this is art. Yes, see, they are pretty, they have gemstones in them.
Grunk think nice man profusely. True performer need no more than 6 feet to perform.
I may have to cut the scene where Sarah chased me around the house with her favorite sharp wine glass. But I suppose 6 feet will do.
Happy to be of assistance.
If I could intervene here, you see, a performer of the level of Lady Minerva, I believe she requested as central location as she could have, and I just don't see this space being able to fully bring out the tragic backstory that she has to present to us, and I don't think you're really taking this seriously enough. And you see, Lady Minerva has associates like me and this Grunk fellow here. We wouldn't be very pleased if you didn't present Lady Minerva in the most appealing light. So I think you're going to have to make some arrangements that are best accommodating for a talent such as Lady Minerva here.
Brick, I would love you to roll intimidation or persuasion, your choice.
You said twice.
No, you can do either intimidation or persuasion, your choice, whichever one you choose.
Okay. Since I have this big hulking barbarian next to me as well, does that aid in my efforts here? Or
It definitely lowered the DC of this roll.
okay, cool. Let's see. Let me just. Well, doesn't matter to me. I think intimidation fits here. So, 16.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That was a DC 12. So, absolutely. You see, he was already starting every interaction a little frazzled and nervous. His shirt has completely changed color. He is so sweaty. Y'all have stressed him out. He's like, okay, yes, of course. I will go speak to some of the other volunteers for the event, and we will clear out a space in the middle. Of course, sir. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience.
See, that was not so hard now, was it?
And you see a singular tear roll down his cheek as he runs to a group of event workers who then start clearing a space out in the middle.
And so then I want to turn to Grunk and say, my thanks, good man here. I could tell your heart was in the right place. I just wanted to give you that extra nudge forward in an effort to help the Lady Minerva here.
Did Grunk and you, man, hurt small man?
No, we simply...
Small man cry.
I think those are more of the small man's own issues than any issues that Grunk presented to.
Okay, Grunk, go now. Thank you for beautiful woman performance face.
Of course, and thank you for championing her, my good sir.
Yes. Thank you very much. You, Earth Genasi, are you familiar with my work?
Am I familiar? Oh, well, yes, I'm very familiar, and I must say what your troop did to you, travesty. A travesty. A talent like yours should be performing on the biggest stages imaginable, and yet they would dare rob you of that platform. And I think that's just simply, it's awful. It's just awful.
Beautiful woman robbed?
No. Yes and no. Nothing we need to do anything about. I think, right? Right? Unless you want us to put the hurting on someone.
I do have an idea for a threequel to my one-woman show where I extract my revenge.
Oh, well, if I may interrupt your lady. Those are the services in which I would like to offer to you. I wanted to let my work speak for itself. You see, I am an avid. I love the arts. I just love them. Unfortunately, all that I have in life are my muscles and my fighting skill. So I figured, why not devote these to in the way that I know best. Let me be your shield, my lady. I will fight your battles. I will fight the battles that you do not wish to fight, and I will do what must be done in order that you can shine the brightest.
Why, that would be absolutely perfect. I've been searching for a stagehand. You come with me. We must set up. And Grunk, would you care to come as well?
Me, Grunk?
You, Grunk.
Yes, Grunk like that, very much.
Oh, all right. Now we must set up the curtain and do the spaces. And there's just so much to take care of before I go.
Karashi leans over to Sarah and goes, just kind of noticing the family resemblance and just making an assumption. Just like, does she always have large, dumb men throwing themselves at her feet?
Usually dumb, not that large. And always.
How does she get them to do her biddings that quickly? That's so impressive.
She's a narcissist.
Fascinating.
Speaking of narcissists, Kirashi, do you really feel like this mission is your own, self-actualization, or do you feel like you're just serving your queen? I just feel like sometimes we can get lost in our higher powers, wants, and desires, and they need to serve our wants and desires as well, right?
My wants and desires are my queen's wants and desires.
I think you need to drink more.
Oh, I drink plenty. It's like my drink is like completely. It's like an ice cube. I'm looking at like a popsicle, basically.
Okay. I see. Okay. Well, how can I assist in making your true expression of yourself come alive?
Well, I suppose I will say that my mission is my mission. I am to bring winter to places where winter has never clearly been seen before, and elevate my court to a status that cannot be toppled by the other courts, which would be ideal. I'm not naive. I know it'll take some work, but what I'm really looking for is a way to just put my own twist on it, I guess. Like, anyone can bring a blizzard running into town, you know? I want to bring a little pizzazz. Like, I've seen what you people do with snow. Winter can be fun, as well as harsh and suffocating and cold and all those lovely things.
Why don't you sell snow cones? I mean, that's a little bit of winter everywhere while also keeping summer, because, you know, things grow in summer, and when things grow, you can make liquor and wine, and you can have nice food. Winter is great and all, but I'm just saying maybe there's a way of you keeping winter alive and not like kicking us all in a white hellscape.
Well, you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing. Obviously, if it makes you happy, I'm happy for your happiness. I also would like to be happy in this hellscape as well, so...
Oh, yeah, of course. That'll be great.
You know what? I have a great idea. Why don't you freeze some of this rotting fruit over here, and then we can throw it at my sister when she performs.
It's a start.
Okay, cool. I'd like to do an observation check.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking for, or is this just general, like, see what's going on?
I as much as I like Karashi, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere with her. So
It's been 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm used to these things like taking pretty quickly. You take a sip and you already go on a spiritual journey, you know. Like you're a little bit of a hard nut to crack. I'm sorry, Karashi. So I just want to do an observation check and just like take a perusal of the square and see if there's anybody else that may be in need of assisting or just like a general observation of the kind of characters that we are seeing around us in this square.
You know what? I would happily let you do that, except you don't even get that chance. At this point, you hear the sudden sound of shouting breaking through the kind of general noise of this building crowd as we get from like kind of morning setup into everything really getting going. And Minerva, Brick, and Grunk, you also see this because a younger half-elf, he appears to be like late teens, early 20s, is screaming and sprinting in your direction. And you see that he is being chased by 2 members of the city guard. He's well dressed. He doesn't really seem like the type of person that the city guard are used to chasing. He's young, he's fit, he's in good shape. He is easily outrunning these men. You can see that they're like breathing really hard. They're trying. But he rushes up to the 3 of you and like stops, doubles over a little bit, and is like, I need your help. I need to. He's like looking back, checking to see like the guard trying to like make their way through this increasingly busy crowd.
What business do you have with the Lady Minerva, sir?
Okay, so no, sir, I don't know who she is. Literally, any of you. I need help. So they think I stole this book from the restricted section of the library. I didn't. Okay. So I stole one page. But they think I stole the whole thing. I didn't. It's just the one page. Can you guys, one of you hide it for me? So when they come to pat me down, I don't have it on me.
Grunk, think pursuit of knowledge, admirable. Grunk, take page, put in mouth.
Do you even give him the chance to stop you before you just shove it in your mouth? Right. It's like, oh, there was really important drawings on that. Okay, you know what? Better than nothing. Yo, guards! Over here, bitches! And he just like is confidently standing in front of the three of you. But he's like slowly backing up so he can try and like maybe wiggle his way in between Grunk and Brick and just like I'd be like fuck you, but also hi.
This asshole.
Yeah, everything about him reads daddy's money.
Oh, gotta love that.
Your call, Lady Minerva, but how do we want to play this? Let's just, I won't do anything that endangers you.
Well, I suppose it's better than having police officers running around during my show.
Fair enough. We will get them out of here then.
Wonderful. And we say this hopefully as quietly as possible?
Yes, so as well. That's if I have the discretion.
As quietly as Minerva can manage.
Yes.
Of course. Which is not very quietly.
Gonna get them, I'm afraid, gone quickly because God knows how that paper's doing in Grunk's mouth right now.
Yeah, it does not actually take that long for the city guard to approach. And they don't even let him get a word out and immediately arrest this kid.
Excuse me, sirs. Might I ask what you're doing? What this young fellow has done?
He stole a book from the restricted section of the library. We have to take him in for questioning and see where it is.
I see. Does he have the book on his purse? So he doesn't have the book on his person? How do you know he was the one who took it?
I don't know. I'm not paid that much to think about it. We were told to catch the kid. We caught the kid. We're bringing him back.
May I cast Charm Person on the guard?
Absolutely.
I will mark my spell slot. Wisdom save, DC 13.
All right, you got it. Yeah, nah, that's a 7.
Oof.
Sorry, I'm just reading the description because
Yeah, no, you're good.
this is the first time I've used this spell.
So the one who's talking is not the one who is actively cuffing and getting ready to drag this
Okay.
teenage half-elf out.
I'm gonna kind of do one of these like under his chin and be like, "Darling, you're so handsome. Why don't you let the poor boy go? He's with me. He's one of my stagehands."
So he works with Viscount's son works with you.
Yes.
And he looks to the kid and he's just like, it's true. I do. I'm helping. All right, but if I see you getting in any other trouble, you're done.
He'll be on his best behavior, isn't that right?
course. Yeah.
Well, thank you for understanding, officer. I hope I see you at my performance of Minerva on the Rocks, which we will be setting up shortly.
We'll see. Probably not, because we have to get back to the other district. We chased him for like 30 blocks.
An impressive athletic achievement, sirs. That's just, and sad to hear you won't be able to witness the brilliance of Lady Minerva, but please tell your friends.
He was getting me my
Will do.
performance coffee. Where is my coffee?
Working on it right now, Lady
Yeah.
Minerva.
And she'll pat him on the head.
And he's just gonna and he's gonna just do a lap around the outside, hoping that y'all will take care of this while he figures out something.
Beautiful.
And the two guys are like, all right, well, I guess we have to explain this to the boss. Let's go. They both walk away.
Blech. Grunk remove paper from mouth. Grunk proud. Grunk have dry mouth since little Grunk. Paper barely damp.
Incredible. So this kid comes back and you get to get a better look at him. Again, everything about this kid's his daddy's money. He's dressed way fancier than someone should be, just like on a random Saturday morning. Light hair, gray eyes, kind of freckled. And he grabs the paper from Grunk. It's like, oh, thank God, none of the notes are gone. I think that would have actually killed me.
I can't help but notice there isn't a coffee in your hands. I do believe the Lady Minerva has specifically requested you to get her a coffee.
That was just a distraction, but it would be nice, if someone would willing.
Scrawny boy is unpaid intern?
Well, I think
I don't...
Grunk, I believe we paid him in service as an act of service as opposed to cash. You
Yes.
see,
And then I pay you in the act of acting.
You reward us all, Lady Minerva.
So here's the thing. I can't actually give you guys cash. I might need a little more help, though.
And I hope it doesn't involve any more reading or any more books, because unfortunately, I don't believe that Grunk or I will be much use in that department.
Grunk like your story, what on paper?
Oh yes,
Grunk taste paper, Grunk not know what on paper.
I'd like to mention that at this point, if it's cool with Kirashi, we have made our way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We're just like standing in the corner, like maybe 5 feet away, watching this and like sipping on our frozen margaritas and being like, this is...
I think that like Kirashi, as small as she is now like hovering right behind the kid's shoulder, just like trying to like not subtly at all take a peek at the paper that he's holding.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be hard for y'all to do so, because he did, in his lap around all the vendors, he did definitely pass your 10. Like, definitely.
I was like, we are
in the group.
I want to be part of the action.
Oh, absolutely. This looks messy and I love mess.
So if I'm over here, I'm gonna be like, can you shut up for 1 minute? Let the boy talk.
Okay, so as the guard said, my dad's a Viscount son, and this is maybe not like the best place to talk about what's on the paper. It could actually get you all in a lot of trouble if I talk about it in public.
I have a tent. It'll be a little tight, but we can all go there.
Okay, I guess that'll work.
And we all moved to my very small tent where we all very much crunch together. Except for Karashi, who is floating above us and has plenty of room.
Yeah, she's got plenty of space. That's not an issue.
I actually have a racial feature that says I can squeeze through spaces as narrow as 1 inch wide because
Oh,
I'm so teeny
amazing.
tiny.
Oh, beautiful.
I love that for
So
you.
I'm chilling.
Meanwhile,
Amazing.
Grunk and I are just.
So funny.
What's that? You're gonna knock over my priceless antique sculpture of Dionysus's bust.
Well,
Only his bust, not his head, not his groin, his bust. He has a very thick chest.
well, sir, I must say we've never been closer.
And
Grunk big,
you can
but
tell the
Grunk-
teenagers very purposefully avoiding like looking at the bust.
Grunk big, but Grunk good at squeeze through small space. Grunk contort.
Ah,
Oh, that's a big word, Grunk. Good for you.
So are we
Two
gonna
syllables.
Grunk have good vocabulary.
talk about what's on this piece of paper, or are we gonna just like stand here? Because honestly, I feel like a sardine, and I don't know why I suggested this in the first place.
Once I agree, mister.
no.
Sorry, I'm just still very impressed that he knew the word contort.
Can anyone provide a definition for those that I know what it means, but just someone might not know.
Grunk flexible.
Ah,
Yes, Grunk.
I see. Oh, okay. Yes, I think yes.
You always seem to find the most unique of companies, Minerva.
No, that's theater people for you.
Brick is shoots some daggers at Sarah just real quick. It's just first, but he quickly turns his attention to the young boy.
Yeah.
Before you tell us anything else, I have a very important question to ask you. What is a viscount?
So it's like a nobility title. It's like better than a baron, but not as good as like a duke or duchess.
So you're not a king.
No.
Not a prince.
Nah.
Okay, so you're below that. All right. Well, that's all. That's all I'm gonna get out of this. Oh, okay. All right.
My family is still pretty rich.
And yet you can't pay us. And why is that?
Well, okay, so I don't have the money on me. I wasn't. My parents actually pretty specifically told me not to leave the library today unless I was coming directly home. They didn't want me coming to the festival because I tend to get lost and spend money that I don't have.
Okay.
So you're a trust fund baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love a nepo baby around here.
Yeah. Not even gonna deny it. That is exactly what I am. Yeah.
Do you have a name, or we can just keep calling you Prep Boy or Nepo Baby or Trust Fund
Or Ben Platt?
Or,
Did you say
or
Ben
Senate.
Platt?
I don't know who that is.
I was like,
No, it's canon.
Platt
It's
is
canon.
in-
Ben Platt exists in this world now. He
Yeah,
exists.
no, he was just outside.
Don't get me started. One of the actors.
Yeah, he's just at the tavern nearby and just waving.
He's doing
From
his own
inside the
production
tavern.
he's doing his own production of Dear Evan Halffoot. Or Halffoot.
I was so wondering how you were gonna D&D.
I don't know. I don't know. I was just like,
I directed the prequel, Dear Evan Hansen.
There it is.
Oh, and you were wonderful.
I
Oh yeah, I think I had a cousin who went to that.
name child name
Sened Bluethorn.
Senate.
Sened, Sened.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Senate, and I was like, oh, so you're a Viscount Fund and part of the Senate. Wow.
No.
I mean, that's usually how government works, but like still. Hello, Senate.
Hi. So, and how many of you can read Elvish?
I can, I believe.
Believe it or not.
So, for those of you who can read Elvish, you can read this paper.
Now read.
The whole
that's
thing is
another.
written in Elvish.
I can translate for the group if
Nope.
I'm the only one who can actually read Elvish.
Yes, the reading part is where I struggle. So I will let you take the word.
I see.
Yeah, and Sened is half elf. He is very familiar with Elvish. He's obviously doing research on this thing. That's why he thought it was important enough to take from the library to begin with. So he also can totally take charge of this conversation, explaining what it is. So I'm doing a research paper, and it's also like kind of a passion project, of this dagger, and he points to a drawing that takes up like the entire top left quarter of this sheet. So this dagger was used in this cult that used to exist like a few decades ago in the city, and the cult worshipped this god called Laldir, who it's like they called him like the god of sacrifice and stuff. But like he's been forbidden in, I think, the whole kingdom, if not just the city, for like 70 or 80 years. And no one knows where this dagger is. There are like rumors and some conspiracy theories, but no one knows where this thing is. But there have been like carvings popping up around the city recently that look a lot like the symbol of this god. And my parents are like really into education, but I'm trying to start a band with my friends, and they told me I can't with my grades being what they are right now because I was too busy at band practice. So I made a deal with them, and then I also made a deal with my professor that if I found the location of the dagger, that I would get an A in the one class where I still don't have an A. And I think this is gonna have information that I need to like really narrow down where this thing is.
Minerva starts to cry as soon as he says my parents wouldn't let him start a band because she just feels she understands the repression of the arts, so she just cries a little bit.
What
And
repression?
Brick is also a single tear is his stony face as well. It's just
Grunk think band.
I blow
Grunk think-
into the fabric of the tent.
Can I roll to investigate this paper as somebody who's proficient in Arcana?
Sure,
fancy lady.
you can certainly try.
Oh wait, I don't know. I take it back because
You don't know Elvish though, so you can't read it.
Yeah.
I take it back.
No.
I'm like,
Silly.
Kirashi, you translate. You're my Rosetta Stone for the moment.
Oh my goodness, I feel so important. Yeah, I was gonna ask a follow-up if I could like roll a religion check or something to see if I know anything else about this cult, or if I've heard anything in my time being in this city.
Yeah, absolutely.
I should have said I could roll a religion check. I'm an idiot.
It's okay.
You can also roll a religion check, Sarah.
I will also be rolling a religion check.
Great.
Okay. Well, can I give Sarah the help action by translating so that she has advantage on the roll?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Sarah, roll with advantage.
I need advantage. What does that mean? I rolled
Roll
twice.
twice. Roll twice.
Okay,
Take the
good.
higher of the two.
I got an 8, so I know nothing about this religion currently. Oh, okay. 16.
Beautiful. What's you add stuff to it?
Religion is a +2, so I have an 18.
18.
Beautiful. So, what from your kind of combined knowledge, Kadashi and Sarah, Laldir is very specific to this kind of general area, the city and the smaller surrounding towns. he never really spread much farther outside of that, which is largely why it's considered a cult and not a full-blown religion. And from the other information that you're able to gather from your fairy Rosetta Stone, is this dagger is important enough to have a name. Its full title is Ankanohs, the bringer of ultimate sacrifice. It was used by a high priestess of Laldir in an attempt by the cult to take over the city of Aramend. It was massive, it was traumatic, a lot of people died. But thankfully, the Duke at the time, who the line of the Duke is still in charge. It's his granddaughter, the Duchess, who is currently in charge of the city with her husband. But he was able to stop the coup, saved a lot of lives that would have otherwise not made it. And he hid the dagger. He died without having revealed where it was hidden, though. There is some speculation that because he and a bunch of other scholars in the city wrote many texts about the rise and fall of this cult, how it became a forbidden religion or forbidden practice, because all worship of Laldir was forbidden after the coup attempt. And so there is speculation and conspiracy theories that somewhere in those writings that he put into these various books before he died hold clues as to where the exact location of this dagger is. Most believe it's somewhere hidden in the mountains that lie to the east of the city. What most believe is that this dagger is meant to be used in a mass ritual sacrifice to summon Laldir, who will very thoroughly and very efficiently take over the city of Aramend and turn it into an ultimate paradise for his followers as a repayment for their dedication and sacrifices for his cause.
What does an ultimate paradise for his followers look like?
It does not get into that, and it's never been clear, because it's very, like, even within the cult, what that paradise looked like was very neat to know.
If there's one thing that I, as a cleric, hate is when gods are vague. Okay? Because then us mortals get to put our own twist on things, and rarely is it what we get. So I'm kind of scared by that statement. Very scared.
Could you repeat the name of the other god, not Mordir?
So the god's name is Laldir, Laldir.
So close.
Laldir?
Yep, for any of our note takers.
Yes.
And the name of the dagger is Ankanohs.
Ankanohs.
The bringer of ultimate sacrifice.
Bringer of ultimate. Okay. I'm gonna call it Ankanohs instead because the other name sounds a little too scary. So. Okay. One second, Senate. Can the rest of us have like a little bit of a huddle? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. He's gonna step out of the tent to give you guys privacy, but he's taking the page with him.
Okay. It's not like me to be a skeptic. I like to believe in people wholeheartedly. But
Except, yes, go on.
you know, sometimes Minerva, not everything's about you.
Fine, keep going.
Anyway, when it comes to mystical and like magical objects and things like that, like this dagger, if they're after it, there's usually some kind of other motive. And I'm not really believing this band story. Anybody else a little skeptical right now? Just like a little bit of this kid? Just
Grunk have fundamental issue with plan. Band, bad idea. Band, perform with friends, people get hurt maybe. One woman show, good idea. Solo act, good idea. No one get hurt.
Grunk. Like I said, not everything's about Minerva. We got to stay on task, okay, honey?
Yes, Minerva.
As far as Grunk and I are concerned, everything is about Lady Minerva. So I'd ask you to kindly respect that decision as such.
Yes, that one, Minerva?
Our employer, Grunk. Yes, the woman that we.
Grunk have job?
I believe so. I believe that's at the discretion of Lady Minerva, unfortunately. As far as I'm concerned, I have a job. But...
This is a lot of information for Grunk. Grunk not sure a good idea. Grunk work alone, no one get hurt.
Grunk, but there are some things that only we can tackle as a group. That's the
tackle
idea of that we can overcome as a group. That's the idea of a band, of a troupe of actors, is everyone coming together to create something incredible, no?
Grunk can slaughter easily if Grunk want. Grunk have slaughtered thousands.
I'm with you there, Grunk.
But Grunk not sure Grunk right fit for mission.
I would like to hear from our fairy friend, please.
Yes, just back to the matter at hand.
Thank you.
Honestly, the thing that worries me the most is that he's trying to find a dagger that slaughtered hundreds of people to get a passing grade for his GED. That seems like a bit skewed priorities, and it just tells me that he's a bit of an idiot. Not necessarily a cult restarter, but not quite.
Pops his head through. It's like, it's not a GED. I'm actually in the early grad program, getting my master's.
That's nice, dear. You go keep sitting outside. Listen, if it's as well hidden as he says and no one's been able to find it in 80 years, all we have to do is help him get as close as he can, and then maybe he gets a B+, maybe he doesn't get his band, but he gets a passing grade.
Best idea yet.
I'm full of good ideas, darling.
Hey, Sened?
Yeah?
Would helping you on this mission help you achieve your truest potential and allow you to access your true self?
Well, yeah, because, like, here's the thing. I said it was for a grade, which is true. It's also, like, a personal project of mine. My uncle was killed in the attack, and I try to make him proud. I never got to meet him, but my dad says he was a great guy, and I'm just scared that, like, because I've been seeing these symbols of the cult kind of popping up everywhere. I'm really worried they're coming back, and they wouldn't be showing themselves if they weren't close to figuring out where the dagger is. And I just want to get to it first so I can bring it to the Duke and Duchess and they can hide it again.
Grunk's so sorry for loss. Grunk will help however Grunk can to redeem family name and make right.
Thanks, Grunk.
I would like to roll insight on this guy. I want, as an actor, I would like to look for any body language cues that would indicate that he's making this all up. Is that okay?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay. The +3. Oh, I rolled on D&D Beyond. I thought we weren't going to do that, but
that's fine.
I rolled a 6.
Well,
as far as you can tell, he is being completely honest.
Well, that explains a lot about your acting abilities, Minerva.
Even Sened looks taken aback by that comment.
What?
The rift is strong, y'all. The rift is strong. Let's see.
Who needs enemies with sisters like that? Jeez.
We love each other in a warped sort of way. Anyway.
Yeah, I have sisters. I get it.
Point, Senate. If I help you with this, what exactly is in it for us?
She has to read.
Is 20 gold each okay?
That quadruple would Grunk have.
Oh, sweetheart.
Quintuple! Grunk math.
Yeah,
Can
Grunk!
I would love
Proud of you, buddy.
I would love the 20 gold, but what would actually matter more to me is the testimonial. If I can get you to have a written review of my services as your cleric guide to your spiritual awakening and your truest self, that'd be great because testimonials are the best way to keep business going. So
Grunk will take Syrah gold.
Grunk, I didn't give you my gold. I did not. That is not what I said. I would like the gold, but I would also like a testimonial. Okay, so
Grunk, sorry. We'll do active listening.
It's okay, Grunk. I was a little confused by that too. But yeah, no, I can do that. That's fine.
What's you say that you often offer up money that you don't have. So I'm skeptical as to what you're presenting, here, and how it best fits the Lady Minerva's interests. You see here.
If you want, we can go talk to my parents, and they'll pay, definitely.
Or you may let me perform at your palace.
What a wonderful idea!
I mean, it's not so much a palace. I mean, it's a manor. I don't know if that makes a difference for you.
At your manor, I would be delighted, and I'm sure you would be.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And me and my mom and my sisters can back you up. We all play instruments.
Perhaps some reading lessons for my new bodyguard. I'm sure he would.
Yes.
Mind.
Sure. Yeah, I think I know a couple of people who could tutor.
One.
So we're all asking for the 20 coins plus something at this point.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not afraid to use my connections.
Yeah, I think for a world-ending dagger, I think that would only suffice there.
You sended no skilled healer?
Well, I'm assuming she's pretty good.
I am a skilled healer. That I have multiple healing spells. So
Syrah and Grunk talk at some point.
Oh.
You're talking now. So.
Grunk prefer talk in private.
You know, Grunk, I would love to do that. I truly would. But we got a dagger to find. Kirashi, you on board?
I don't have anything else to do with my day. I suppose my boon, in addition to the 20 gold, of course, an audience when we deliver the dagger to the ruling class, an audience with the Duchess, perhaps, as I fulfill my role as emissary for my queen.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure my mom can set something up with Feylora. I mean, they're pretty close, I think.
Excellent.
Okay. So maybe a quick prayer before we start, shall we?
Oh dear.
Okay. Senet's gonna keep his eyes open the whole time.
Everyone grab hands.
I haven't done this in so long. What if I mess up?
It would be better if you know, and let me do all the talking for once.
Yes, a pantomime. Yes, yes.
Dear Lord Hand now. Thank you. Dear Lord Dionysus, we asked for your protection on this journey. We ask that when things get too tough, you provide us with all the resources we need to get through, aka please send barrels of wine and beer our way along the journey. And more importantly, help us all achieve our true soul rebirth. And don't let us die. Thank you. And
you notice that as Rob was doing that prayer, the sound of the music and the bustle from outside kind of dulled down. And as she finished, a breeze comes through and it smells of like freshly ripened grapes, and the music coming from the artists and vendors outside becomes louder than the noise of everyone talking.
Guys, I'm a cleric, a magic, of course. So, anyway.
All right, so you guys want to go like meet my folks? Just like so you know I have the money to offer.
Shall we take a vote?
Oh, would the other avenue just be pursuing more of these clues? Do we need to go back to this library and commit another robbery, or?
Oh, no. I just needed this page, just because they got really mad last time I was copying everything down because I accidentally spilled ink and ruined the book.
That'll do it.
I drank coffee before I started taking the notes, so my hand was kind of jittery. It was not my wisest choice, I'll admit.
Honey, never drink coffee while you're reading. Always a light liquor, so that way if you spill it, it'll always dry clear.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Yeah.
I will note that for future reference.
Usually tequila is great for reading. It keeps you like light and happy.
Isn't that the one with the worm?
Only if you do it right. Anyway, I vote that we just continue along.
All right.
I suppose I can keep my audience waiting a little longer. Fine, we shall entertain this dagger royal situation.
And I second the decisions of the Lady Minerva, whatever gets her back on stage quickest.
Grunk will do best to protect new friends.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, so it seems like in order to get this one back to their showtime on time, we're just going to continue along with the journey, and we'll meet your parents later. Sound good?
Okay, yeah, Lady Minerva, you're okay with an evening performance, right?
I love an evening performance, darling. I look
That's fine for one.
so fabulous in the moonlight. Yes, we shall.
Okay, because I don't think we'll be back in time for a matinee. And he just walks out and starts walking back towards.
I turn to Kira and go,
district.
I love evening performances too, because we can easily hide better so that we can throw the fruit.
What's this about throwing fruit, I hear?
Nothing. Never mind. That wasn't for you.
Brickpat keeps his eye. It will be keeping his eye on Sierra.
I do pull out one of the plums from the bucket, which is now like frozen solid. It's just like, not judging. Do you want to give her a concussion?
Maybe we leave the fruit here so they can thaw a little bit, so that way they're just squishy.
Fine by me.
Okay, cool.
And then maybe recycle snow cones.
Honestly, well, if they weren't rotten, then we could do snow cone. Actually, you know what? That's a new flavor. It's like fermented.
Yeah, alcoholic snow cones.
Absolutely.
We're on the same page.
Yeah.
All right, so are you guys, I'm assuming, following Sened? Is he?
Grunk, stay behind for a minute. Grunk need pee. Grunk, be right back.
Actually, that's a good call. Minerva need to pee as well.
Grunk, go into tent. Grunk, pick up frozen fruit. Grunk, juggle expertly. Grunk, put fruit down. Grunk, rejoin group.
I love this lore drop.
I love that he just had to take a break to indulge his juggling habit in secret.
I'm holding space for juggling.
I know that the future, viewers of this will get to choose one character from this episode, and I hope we all win, but if Grunk wins, it's for the juggling.
No, I think we're cooked, I fear. I think we're cooked.
A little bit.
Okay. That is so cute.
Alright, so you guys navigate through the streets of Aramend. You're being led away from La Coeta to a other district of the city, and you'll notice that while the structures of the buildings stay the same, you start to realize how heavily influenced each district of the city is by what it represents. As you kind of move to the outskirts of La Cahueta, you realize, like, oh, there was a lot of murals on the walls and paintings, and there were sculptures everywhere. And as you move away from the heart of this district, there becomes increasingly less of that. And everything starts to look more formal and almost business-like in a sense. As you enter what the locals call the district of La Mentere, which means the mind, and is the district dedicated to schools and education and higher learning. So this is where the big library is, the university where Sened studies, and he points it out as you guys are walking through. He's like, that's the library I stole from, that's where I go to school, and that's my house. And you see this very impressive manor, whereas a lot of the other buildings are very close together, almost like townhouse-ish, where everything's connected in one building. This is one of the very few buildings that completely stands alone in this section of the city. It's very impressive looking, very stately, and you approach, he just opens the door, kicks off his shoes, and yells out for his parents as you guys walk through the entrance hall.
Do we also have to unshoe?
It's whatever. Do whatever you want. No one cares.
Grunk, take off shoe.
Just one shoe?
You, Grunk!
Grunk struggles sometime with grammar. Grunk, appreciate if new friend's nice about it.
That was just a clarification.
Grunk, you can do whatever.
Grunk,
you don't have to worry about it, buddy.
Jokes on you guys was not wearing shoes to begin with. That's just
valid.
Kirashi notices that and decidedly stays hovering in the air.
Minerva's bare hooved to be one with the earth.
I have cute little sandals on. And by sandals, I mean just like giant, like bottom cups, because I have hooves, so I don't have any toes. But but they're cute. They're gold, so I keep them on just because I can. So yeah.
So he leads you guys through this entrance way and brings you to a smaller room that's off on the right-hand side of the hallway, and it's their personal home library. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, one of those like Beauty and the Beast ladders that like has the wheels and slides.
Oh yeah.
You can tell Sened definitely just goes for rides on it sometimes, just to like feel something. But there's a very like expensive looking kind of chaise that this very beautiful elven woman is laying across. Dark hair, olive skin, brown eyes, very conventionally attractive. And just an air of, well, her appearance would almost make her seem cold. She emanates this warmth through her. And sitting at a desk on the other side of the room is a very similar to Sened looking, blonde hair, light-eyed human. These are his parents. And he comes in, he's like, hey mom, hey dad, so found people who are gonna help me find the dagger. Isn't that cool? You're like, oh yes, that's very nice, dear, that's very nice. How much did he promise you? We'll pay whatever it was that you all agreed upon. We're very invested in his learning.
I believe the agreed upon amount was 30 gold. Seeing an opportunity to
And Sened just looks back and he's like,
And Brick knows exactly what he's doing here.
Grunk,
Like,
turn to
right?
Brick. Grunk, whisper in Brick ear. Brick, this very embarrassing. It 20 gold.
And Senate also leans in and he's like, if you need 30 gold, I can give you the extra 10 separately, but I don't want to lie to my parents, please.
And unfortunately, realizing, I believe I'm realizing that Grunk did not whisper very, very, very quietly. All right, well, so much for my little ploy there. Yes, I apologize. 20 gold. Thank you for the correction, Grunk. This is
Brick,
And
welcome.
Senate pats you on the shoulder. He's like, I got you, bro. And turns back around and is like, yeah, 20 gold for each of them. I figured, making sure the Duke and Duchess don't almost die again is pretty worth it. And the dad is just like, yes, of course, son. No, that's very important. Do you want us to talk to them while you go? And he's like, yeah, if I could go grab my research real quick, just so I can make sure I know where I want to try first. Yeah, I'll be back. And he runs up the stairs. And you guys don't have to wait long. The parents just make small talk with you guys. If there's anything that you want to talk about with them while Senate is not in the room, we can do that now.
Grunk, thank for hospitality.
Oh, of course. No, don't worry about it.
Beautiful.
Thank you. We try. It's
Read every book?
hard. Most of them. Yeah.
Smart.
very smart. I also share the
We
impression.
try.
So
Well,
how
any
is
that I haven't read, my daughters have. They're very smart bunch of girls. Sened's the only boy, actually.
I see. And how is Senate as a musician? He tells us that he's in a band.
Oh, he's wonderful. We just want to make sure that he gets through school first. We're fine with him joining a band after, but he wants to start the band now? We would just like him to wait until after he graduates.
And how long until he graduates?
I believe this research paper is actually his last.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm sure he has great potential. I would love to hear him play sometime.
Yeah, of course. No, we'll definitely have to play for you when you all return. We're almost like a Von Trappio family. They're very big out in the further east from here.
I know their story well. Yes.
Yeah, it's a shame what happened to them later in life. Very tragic.
They got somewhere safe, right?
And they start like a ski
Okay.
lodge or something in somewhere.
Yeah, I think further up in the country. Yeah.
That's nice.
But thankfully we have no one chasing us yet. With my son's
Yeah.
parents. That might not be the case for much longer.
Sened? How you doing up there?
And you see he's like running back down, and his arm is full of paper. Some of them are crumpled, some of them have like coffee stains in the corners and just like the rings. It's like, I'm coming. Okay, so where'd the map go? And he's like, without trying to do too much moving, because it's all very precariously placed in his arms, he's looking for one like this big sheet of paper out of like these long scrolls and books and everything. And he just dumps it all on the floor. He's like, sorry, Dad, I'll pick it up later. And scours through it and pulls out this small map of the mountain range. And there's one part of the map that's circled. He's like, I think it's somewhere in here. I would feel better if I went back and read Duke Rodolfo's book again just to like see if there was something I missed, you know? But I'm like so sure it's somewhere in here. And considering how big the mountain range is, he has it narrowed down to a pretty limited spot.
I feel like
So like
I don't know what to do.
so we could either like y'all could come to the library with me and while I just like look this one last thing up, or we could kind of just like try our best out in the mountains. You're the ones I'm paying, so I'll let you make the choice. I'm cool with either.
Fairy, what do you think we should do?
Hi. Apologies, audio issues. I was just going to say, I wonder if it's a good idea for you specifically to go back to the library, considering you were just chased out by police. Maybe we could go. You tell us what book to find. Also, just looking him over, does he look combat capable at all?
No, not even slightly.
You know, Sared, the fun thing about hiring people to do things for you is that they do the things and you get to stay home where it's safe.
Oh. Normally they hire the people, I just benefit, but you know what? You're right. Okay, so I'm gonna write down the name of the book. It's by Rodolfo Vapsva. You can't miss it. It's pretty big. I'm pretty sure the binding is purple. And he writes down the title for you guys, which is, I have it in my notes. It is called Living Past the Age of Ruin.
Don't like that title.
Yeah. And then he even writes the subtitle for you guys, which is The Story of How I Survived the Attack.
Okay.
By Duke Rodolfo Vapsva.
Oh.
So the Duke, okay. Okay.
So this is the man who hid the dagger in the first place, or this is...
Yeah, it's him.
I see. So you think, so it's very likely. When nobility write their memoirs, they love to be cryptic and leave clues to family treasures. I've read so many books like that.
Yes, same.
And he's like, again, like fiddling through his notes and papers, and he's like, yeah, I can't remember why I wrote this, but I wrote, check the inside cover again. So I'd say start there.
Okay, the inside cover. Easy.
Yeah.
Don't have to do much reading. Love that.
I can't remember if maybe I thought something was written there or if I just needed to start all the way from the beginning.
Okay, wait. I have a question. So the last thing that you took was part of the restricted section. Is this restricted?
No. They actually, it's this like, it's like a mini section in the nonfiction section. It's all like dedicated to talking about like the cult and the attempted coup and all of that. It's not a big section, so it shouldn't be hard to find if you just ask the librarian for the like books about the cult of Laldir. She'll be a little confused, but if you say that you're helping me with my project, she'll know what you mean, and she'll lead you there.
And perhaps
I've been there a lot lately.
Perhaps she will recognize me and we'll get the book for free.
Minerva?
It's a library. You don't have to pay for it. You kind of just, You can't take it out of the building, but you can look at it. It's free though.
Great.
And this. Oh,
I get so many scripts.
Yeah, I think they have a play section.
One thing at a time. You can look up the plays when we're done with this.
and this librarian will vouch for you, even though you were chased out of there. Are you sure we should be mentioning your name at all?
He looks at like the position of the sign. He's like, yeah, it should be switched out for the one who likes me now.
Or we could say it's
me.
Or we could say it's for one of your sisters, perhaps.
Yeah, you could say it's for like my mom or my dad. If you need to name drop, my dad, and the dad just waves like, Josue.
Josue?
Yeah.
Josue, somebody.
And then the mom also says, she's like, Lumena.
Lumena.
Meaning it. Yes.
Josue and Lumena. I think I would rather name drop them since they are a viscount and a viscountess versus the person who was just nearly arrested for taking the page. Not that I want
that's fair.
hopes and dreams, just feel like that's going to get us an easier, like, direct.
Hey, if that's what it takes to make a dream come true, I'm not gonna fight it. Y'all are the professionals.
Listen, I'm here for the easier ways, the ways out, so let's do it.
All right, amazing. Is there anything else you guys need before you head out? Like, I don't know what adventurers need.
Well, Kirashi, when you had mentioned earlier about hiring people to like just go out and do bidding, were you implying that we're just doing this task without Senate, or were you implying that like we should go to the mountains without Senate? Because I'm a little scared of that suggestion.
Well, darling, Kirashi kind of floats over to Sarah, so Sened can't exactly hear. It's just like, if I'm completely honest, I think having him with us if we go to the mountains will only be a defect and not a boon. Look at him.
It's like, yeah, no, I will definitely be a hindrance upon further reflection.
So then, Sened, why don't you jot down anything we need to know about the mountain range and things like that, and then we'll go and find out the clue. And how did I become the leader? I don't like being the leader. How did I become the leader? I don't know what I'm doing here. But like, write down what we need to know. We'll go to library. We'll get what we need to know there, and then we'll just head to the mountains and hopefully have this one back in time for an evening performance.
Yeah.
Grunk thinks
Okay.
we're all doing a great job.
How far away are the mountains from here?
It's like maybe 2 hours walk.
Oh,
Okay. And what time of day is it?
It's getting to be like 11 o'clock.
Okay, so we got plenty of time because I was about to be like, we may have to move the performance to tomorrow, but that's fine. Okay, so 11 o'clock, 2 hours.
The festival is also a week long.
Okay, so we're good. Cool. Sound like a plan, everybody?
Yes. Sounds like a plan.
Grunk approve.
And as you guys are having this kind of side conversation, you do see Senate is like feverishly scribbling down, like, okay, so that's actually not super important. That's more for me. And he's like sorting through all of his notes and be like, okay, this is important for them to know. And writing down just like Senate's research for dummies.
Lumena, Josue, do you guys happen to have any hard liquor in the house or any liquor at all?
Oh dear.
I think we might have some limoncello.
Bring it out. We're all doing shots before we do this. Let's do it.
Please, no. I haven't touched a drink in 150 years. I could.
Wow.
He like checks
You
the
think
clock and
maybe-
always like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And Senate like brings his paper with him, writing, and calls out for one of the servants to bring one of the bottles of limoncello.
Y'all can't look at me. Me and Karashi were having frozen margaritas like at 9 a.m. So
Grunk prefer keep clear mind. When Grunk distracted, bad thing can happen.
I think I'll second Grunk's opinion there. You don't drink on the job. That's when you're off the clock, you know? So
my whole job is drinking. So if you want me to be on my best game, I need to at least be a little buzzed. Thank you.
well, I was just saying don't impose your lifestyle on the rest of us.
Yes.
Was that what I are you
Grunk think all can be good friends with different lifestyle.
To each their own.
Grunk request a song. For joy. For all.
And as Grunk makes this request, you see a halfling woman comes in with this bottle of limoncello, and she hands it off to Lumena, who pops it open. And it's like, okay, so yes, no, no, no. And Karashi, she's pointing at you. It's like, yes?
I'll popsicle mine so I can imbibe as we go.
Okay, so yes. And she
Do you
pours
have any
out.
popsicle sticks?
She pulls out a toothpick, pops it in the shot glass,
Perfect.
and pours 5 shots. Senate is also taking a shot.
Force 5 shots? I love that.
Yeah, so Sarah, Lumena, Josue, and Senate all join you in taking a shot of limoncello at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, it's fruity, it's fun, it's upper class. We're gonna have a good time. Everybody, we're gonna drink to successful recoveries and emanating our truest beliefs. To higher learning.
Chin chin.
Grunk pretend to drink so to feel not left out.
Yeah, they brought glasses of water for those of you who said you weren't going to partake,
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
so that you can still feel involved. They're very attentive hosts.
You'll kind
You
of
notice.
sip the glass and then drink.
But I will take one for later when we can return after a job well done.
Gonna carry the shot glass full of alcohol with you.
Yes, how are you going to do that? We will just keep the bottle
That's
in ice for when you all return. And we will finish the bottle at that time.
thumbs up.
Alright, so at this point, do we feel we need to take a bio break, or do we want to keep chugging along?
Bio break would be great, actually.
Yeah, we can take like let's do like a 15.
Cool.
Back at
Okay.
250.
Alright?
Beautiful.
Okay. Or shall we get back into the game?
At the library.
To the library! To Babylon!
Saka.
Alright, off we go. So you guys kind of backtrack, because again, you asked the library and the university when you were getting from the piazza to Senate's house, the Bluethorn Manor. And you approach it. It's a very typical high fantasy library looking building, nothing out of the ordinary with it. You approach, and there is this surprisingly, like, she's short for being an elf. She is definitely like distinctly elven.
This is
She has, yeah, this is the current librarian for the afternoon shift. So not the morning shift librarian that Senate does not like because she is mean. But she has her silver hair in a low bun, like the half moon glasses sitting at the edge of her nose. It's very slow at the library just because most people are over at the festival in the other district. And so she's sitting at the front desk, which is a semicircle in this main entrance kind of room before you actually get into the library itself. And she's leaned back in her chair and she's knitting. You can't tell if it's a blanket or a sweater. It's very early on in the project, but you see behind her is a stack of other things that she's made over the course of just this week. From just sitting here working at the library knitting, because most of the time when people come in, they already know what they're looking for and generally where it is. This is her, I'm chilling in my retirement era. I moved from further up north in the country, and this is my retirement job.
Okay.
Do you guys need anything?
Hi. We are actually here to look at something for Lumana and Justway, the Viscounts and Viscountess.
The Bluethorns.
Yes, the Bluethorns. Yes. Lovely people. Anyway, we are looking for a purple book.
Is it about the cult?
Yes, about the cult. You guys happen to have a little section of Death Cult?
Yep, she's already putting her knitting down. She puts a little tab in so she can remember what stitch she was on, because she was counting. It's very important in knitting. And she shoves her glasses a little farther up her nose and wraps her cardigan a little tighter around herself. And she's like, follow me, let's go.
I didn't even have to use persuasion. I love that.
With the right name, you can get yourself anywhere, darling.
That's fair. That is fair. Okay.
And she trots along, it brings you to the very back of the library. She's like, so it's just this section here. And it's one bookshelf. It's a taller bookshelf, but it is one bookshelf. It's about 6.5 feet wide.
Okay.
Oh, please, one more thing. Where are your theatrical works?
Minerva.
I just want to skim.
Just over that way.
Wonderful.
And you see this much larger section where it's a bunch of teeny tiny little books, because scripts are not that large.
Well, you guys let me know when you find the dagger or what the hell ever. Off I go. She will run immediately to the place.
Is there anything else you all needed? Or...
Grunk once read a book about feline with headgear. Does nice lady know where Grunk can find again?
Yes, I actually know exactly where that is. I know a few others like it that you might enjoy. If you would like, I can pull this for you and have them waiting for you at the front.
Grunk, thank you very much.
Of course, darling. And she pinches your cheek and does that little, so sweet. She, again, wraps her cardigan around herself and trots off to go find the feline in the headgear. And...
very confused. Are we talking like an actual feline or like a tabaxi?
Yeah, Tabaxi and a Taxi is a children's series I really like.
I do like Tabaxi and a Taxi. That is one of my favorite.
What's a taxi?
It's like a carriage, but you pay someone else to drive you in it if you don't have your own.
Fascinating. I shall have a.
She just pops her head around the corner again. She's like, "You were talking about the book by Professor Sousa, yes?"
Grunk thinks so.
Professor Sousa?
Think.
Yes. Okay. Right away.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
She's actually how Minerva got over being a picky eater. Yeah, she tried green quail eggs and mutton. So
I still get the smell.
Sound moldy.
The implication that we just don't have ham in this world.
Okay, so we're looking for a purple book?
Yeah.
Yes, it's very easy to spot, actually. With everyone's passive perception, you find it super easily. No rolls necessary.
May I reach for the book, as I feel that might be the most useful I'll be in this entire interaction.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yep. Like
Comes
shining
off the
on-
shelf easily, no issues.
Rick has very specific talents, and in a library, this is one of them.
Sir Leonard Neeson is one of my inspirations. A very particular set of skills I have. Yes.
Ah, yes, we all know the famous quote.
So Brick gets the book.
Yes. Who wants to read this?
Is it in Elvish?
Is it?
It is in common.
Okay.
Okay, so any of us can read it. Love it.
Except for Brick. That is.
Oh, Brick, darling.
Yes, canonically, Brick is illiterate. We've established.
But we have established that Grunk is not illiterate, correct?
Grunk read small book with picture.
So Karashi or I need to read it. Got it.
Absolutely. Check
Well,
the...
Is that making it canon that Minerva also can't read?
Minerva is a little preoccupied with the plays.
Oh, that's so true.
Just
So
say.
true, Rusty. You're
When
right.
Minerva
Not an
reads
issue
books,
of can, it's an issue of want. Yeah, that's.
when Minerva reads it, she only reads the dialogue. She doesn't read any of the exposition.
No stage direction.
I was gonna say that Minerva doesn't read; she memorizes and recites.
That's crazy.
She's like that kid that like listens to the story 12 times and then can pretend to read the story
That's
because they've heard it 12
crazy.
times.
No, Minerva can read, but only
Chooses.
I love that. I love this lore.
So who reads the book?
I can read it.
Karashi?
Yeah. I flip open to the back of the front cover and I look to see what Sened might have left behind.
So I will ask you to roll either perception or investigation.
I'm pretty sure I'm proficient in one of those. Yes, investigation. I have a +5. Let's see. Oh, dice. Please be nice to me. That was almost so good, but no. It's that's gonna be a 7 total because I rolled a 2.
Mhm.
I warned you guys, I don't roll good.
No.
Yeah, so you actually do not see anything. It's safe to assume that he probably meant that he needed to start reading it from the beginning and that he might have missed something that way.
Well,
Sarah?
Can I also roll for investigation?
You sure can. Yeah, if anyone else wants to roll, you can. If anyone else wants to roll this check, you absolutely may.
like I said, I'm a -2 there, so good luck everybody else.
I do not have an investigation bonus, so I have a 5. So
Oh, she
Oh,
perception, right? You can do perception, or
I could
Yeah,
do.
perception or investigation.
So I'm gonna do perception, but it doesn't matter. I got the same thing as Karashi. I have a 7.
oh no.
We're looking at
I
the-
told you we shouldn't drink before this.
Grunk not great at reading, but Grunk can try.
We cannot let a book defeat us. I refuse.
Grunk roll perception.
Or investigation.
Both not great.
Listen, you can always crit. No!
Grunk got a 4.
Well, everyone's trying. Now I want.
Go for it.
Miracles happen. Miracles happen. I actually do get a +1 in perception. Do you want me?
I'm rooting for you guys.
Brick can't do it. Nobody can.
Do you want me to roll with disadvantage since my reading ain't too good, or is that
No,
okay? You just
you
let me
just
go.
need to be able to see if it's even there.
No, I got 7.
Guys!
Grunk
Minerva?
thought library lady very nice. Grunk can ask library lady for more help.
Minerva, come back.
We
You're
got
our last
Minerva,
hope.
Minerva, Lady Minerva, we require your very specific set of skills.
Ass back over here and do a perception check.
Fine.
Wait, which one do you have more? Which one do you have like anything in.
What is it? Perception or investigation?
Yep.
Perception +3.
Okay.
Should I roll with like my regular dice or do D&D Beyond? What do we think, chat?
Well, our physical die hasn't done us any services, so why don't you try D&D Beyond?
That is what I've been using, so I should probably stay consistent. Okay. 14.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Raven saved us.
So, you notice that it's not written, but it's almost as if someone went in with a pencil that didn't have any lead. So you can see the indentation, but there is no ink that actually shows this note. That's why it was so hard to see. But there is this hidden inscription on the inside cover that says 6 books to pull, 6 names to call. Together they will open the way. Each title will hold a clue to spell the path to the light of day.
Would you be able to put that in the chat?
I absolutely can.
6 books.
I'll be able to read that for
6
me.
books to
6 books to call. 6 names to call. Together they will show us the way.
each will have a clue. To
And then we got like, yeah. Well, 6 to pull means probably 6 books.
More books. No.
each title will hold a clue to spell the path to the light of day. Okay.
Okay.
Tell me what to pull.
And as you all look at this bookshelf, Karashi, you definitely notice this. A lot of the books are worn, you can tell they've been read a lot, but some look brand new. Completely untouched.
Are there 6 of them?
There are. So, the books that you notice are untouched are A Song of Shadows, What Led the Cult of Laldir to Attack by Alia West.
I think that's just a subtitle.
Yeah, so the regular title is A Song of Shadows.
Okay, so we just
By
need to worry
Alia
about the,
West.
we
You
just
just gotta
need to
worry
worry
about-
the title? Just
Yep.
worry
Yes.
about the title? Okay, thank God.
It's the title, not subtitles. Got it.
Yep. You can also ignore articles. So, and the don't count. You also have A God's Embrace, How Laldir Chose His Representatives by Amara Locke. The Ruins of an Age Before the Attack by Ronaldo Braccio. Enigma of the Lost God by Evelyn Ravencroft. The Silent Echoes of Time, Remembering the Lost Men and Women by Samuel Darnello.
That one again, real quick, I'm sorry.
The Silent Echoes of Time.
Okay.
And the last one is The Vault of Forgotten Secrets, Speculations on the Dagger of Laldir by Victoria Alistair.
Okay.
What was the second one again?
A God's Embrace.
Yes, A God's Embrace.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see.
Each title will hold a clue to spell the path to the light of day.
I'm assuming this is a word scramble of some kind. I could be wrong. But if we take the first letter of each of the nouns, it might spell something. But that's just one idea. I am spitballing. Got S S G E R A E L G.
You said no A's and thes, right?
And ofs.
Yeah, articles do not count.
Okay. So I have Song Shadows, God's Embrace, Ruined Age, Enigma Lost God, Silent Echoes Time, Vault Forgotten Secrets.
That's exactly what I have.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Actually, I lied. One of them does include the article. My
God!
bad.
Which
That's on me.
one?
I will give you this for free. A God's Embrace. You do need to pay attention to the A.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
is
you.
this-
That is the first letter that you need
okay.
to focus on.
Also, Gabby, just if this is the puzzle that I think it is, will this be spelling an English word, a word that we, the players, will recognize once we descramble it?
It will be
or
spelling a name.
a name. Okay.
A name. Okay. So we need all the letters down.
I've got it. It's Asrev.
You know what? I'm gonna. What?
It's Asrev. That's what the letters spell out.
That's a lot of silent letters.
Is it? I shall recalculate.
No, it's the right letters.
So you're telling us it's Asrev, then? That the name is
No,
Asrev?
I just said it. I just
Oh,
said it's the right letters.
Vasera.
Yeah, it
It's
was,
Vasera. It's the Duke's last name.
I can't say anything. I'm too tough.
Kirashi's the smartest of all of us. Got it.
What?
I said Kirashi's the smartest out of all of us. Got it.
I mean, what's y'all's intelligence modifiers?
-2.
0 and
-1.
Why don't I see it on here?
because it's
I'm silly.
intelligence.
Minerva, yours is +2.
Yay!
I'm at a 10 in intelligence.
Oh right,
Yeah.
intelligence is not a skill.
I do have a 16 intelligence because I'm a wizard.
I think we know what Marissa's intelligence is.
70.
Infinite.
So if we take out the letters for Vasera, the letters we have left are S, G, E, L, G, S, E, T. If I'm doing this correctly.
Can Karashi repeat?
Yeah. S, G, E, L, G, S, E, T are the letters that I have left.
It is taking everything in me not to teacher y'all through this.
Puzzles are hard. I don't know what to tell you.
No, y'all are doing great. It's my need to be like to help. But I can't. I'm the DM. I know what the answers are.
That doesn't have 2 G's though.
No, fuck. I'm silly.
Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. There's 2 more letters. It's FS. I can't read my own handwriting.
No worries.
So there's an F and an S in there.
We
as
kind of
well.
need all the letters we can get.
Yeah.
Cycle thefts.
Would the librarian know anything about this?
You can ask, but it's not likely.
Can I charisma my way out of solving this?
I'm crying.
Actually, I have an idea. This is a bit of a stretch. Feel free to rules lawyer me and call me on my bullshit. I do have the identify spell. Would I be able to cast identify on these letters and see if it'll like do some decoding for us?
You know what? I'll allow it.
Yes! Yes! Always ask, kids. The worst the DM can say is no.
Yep.
Roll well. Roll well, Karachi.
I don't think a roll.
Oh, no, roll.
I don't
It is-
think a
it
roll
is
is required.
Identify is
Better.
not a spell that you roll for. It just
Even
is
better.
and happens. So how does your identify work for you?
Okay.
Like, is this like a to pull a Dimension 20 reference, this is like Adine with an identify where it's just like a little man. Yes.
I think what happens is that she pulls out her she actually reaches in her shirt and pulls out her arcane focus, which is a little crystal in the shape of a perfect snowflake. And she kind of like, the arcane focus means she doesn't have to carry around a bunch of spell components, and she kind of pulls like this glittery ice white magic from it and sprinkles it over the page, and the impressions of the letters swirl up in the air as if a flurry of snowflakes, and they just slowly start to rearrange themselves as I like focus on the knowledge that I have and will the magic to help me put the pieces together to fill in the blanks.
Oh, amazing.
So what happens as you do that? The letters are swirling in the air. The temperature in the room drops by a few degrees as your magic is doing its magic thing. And to your surprise, most of the letters from your notes disappear. And all you are left with is 2 A's, E, S, R, V.
Vapsva.
And they rearrange themselves back into Vapsva.
So we had the answer the whole time.
Twas a red herring.
Yeah.
I get why Gabby was like, okay. I really want to teach her you guys right now.
I know.
When you give me so many letters.
Y'all were so overcomplicating it.
Well.
Grunk Wonder, 6 name to call. Vapsva 1. 6 more than 1.
Grunk, I was thinking the same thing. Do we need to look at the names too, and then author names of books? Or
I wonder if 6 names to call is referring to the fact that it was 6 titles and then 6 letters in Vapsva. Vessar. No, that's 11. That's 7.
7 letters. It's okay.
My intelligence is 10. Okay.
Silly.
Basera.
That's 6.
Okay, it's 6.
Oh, I thought it was a double S.
No, it's not double S. Okay. It is 6.
Well, that's where Aspred came from, just so you guys know.
Rick brings up a good point, though. What were the author names again?
So the author names, going in order of the Vapsva acronym: Victoria Alistair, Alia West, Samuel Darnello, Evelyn Ravencroft, Ronaldo Bracchio, and Amara Locke.
So they spell Vapsva.
The authors spell Vapsva. Okay.
All along, it's just Vapsva.
Can I help?
Sarah, all along.
Can I help?
You did.
Yay!
Hey, Rick!
Rick helped with the puzzle.
I don't
Yay!
know. Spell the path of the lighter day, though. But we knew that the Duke Vapsva hid the dagger. Is this supposed to give us more information as to where?
Wait a minute. Okay, I'm not gonna put this forward as we should totally grave rob. But where is Duke Vapsva buried? Is he buried in the mountains or in town? Because if he's buried in
he is buried in the Vapsva family cemetery.
Never mind.
With the at the castle in the middle of the town.
My first thought was what if he was buried in the mountains and he buried it in his tomb? But that's just, I guess, a little too poetic or on the nose or easy.
At this point, that's basically fork found in kitchen as far as hidden artifacts go.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're in a kitchen and you're wanting a fork and you never find the fork. So sometimes things are easily hidden where you think they should be. So
is this what we're saying out loud, by the way?
Yes.
I was just about to ask that.
I was speaking in character.
Yes, and
Grunk say riddle solved. Vasera!
Grunk,
Like that. If we keep screaming the name, it will lead us. Yes, I agree with you, Grunk.
This is a library, Lord.
you were literally reciting lines over there in the corner. I wouldn't talk.
Well, everyone wants to hear my voice.
Apologies, milady. I have not been to many libraries.
No worries.
So, Sarah, name of the Duke. You know what?
Need path to light of day, not door? Door to library? Path to light of day?
It. I want. Gabby, can I roll investigation to see if there's anything else about this book that gives us any other clues other than this front cover, or was it just the front cover?
Honestly, kind of fair.
You get the impression that it was really just the front cover.
Right. So no rolling for investigation. Light the day. Should we write this name down and light it on fire? I like fire. I'm down for fire.
What if we brought this information back to Senate? Would he have any idea? I know that's kind of backtracking in a way, but he's been looking at this longer than the rest of us, no? I mean, he's clearly a better reader than I am, so maybe he'll have some knowledge of this.
It just feels like it's like a giant circle at the moment, because all roads lead back to Viscera. So what does it have to do with the mountains? Wait. We focused so hard, everyone, on getting here to the library to get the book. Did any of us actually look at the sheet of paper that Sened gave us about the mountain range and what we had to know going?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if Sened gave us his map that he had marked the area on.
Ooh, Grunt, that one has pictures. We'll be for help there.
He did not give you guys the actual map, but he did do a crude little recreation of it, to the best of his abilities. You will notice, kind of going over the notes, that he also wrote down the titles of these books. That he wanted to look at them, didn't get a chance to yet. Maybe there's more helpful information in there. But they looked really dusty, and he was never in a space where he was ready to have his hands just covered in dust.
So we have to do more reading. Great.
No.
Order in which they spell Viscera by the authors. Maybe they'll each have a little thing in them.
Karashi. Sharp like ice. Love it. Okay, so we put the books in order, so that means, do you have... Nope.
That implies that you can even take them off the shelves.
Duck there?
You pull
Can I pull?
Forgotten Secrets first. It does not come off the shelf, but instead you hear a...
Oh, we're idiots. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Which to pull next?
can you say the authors one more time, or just I know that Alia West is the Song of Shadows one.
Mhm.
Can you give us which author did which book again?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So Alia West was Song of Shadows. The Silent Echoes of Time was Samuel Darnello. Enigma of the Lost God was Evelyn Ravencroft. And I can slow down if you need me to as well.
I'm good. You keep going.
The Ruins of an Age is by Romaldo Braccio. And A God's Embrace is by Amara Locke.
So then...
And Vault of Forgotten Secrets was Victoria, whatever her name
Yes,
is.
Victoria Alistair.
Okay.
Book not come off shelf all the way?
No, they're secret door. Secret path.
Grunk pull really hard?
No.
Gentle Grunk.
No, we're good. Kirashi, I want to pick your brain. There are two A's. So
I think we should just try both and see which one clicks into place first.
Okay.
It shan't take more than a minute, I assume. So we start with Vault of Forgotten Secrets.
Yes.
Cool.
Vault of Forgotten Secrets. And then let's go to maybe Song of Shadows.
Sure, because Alia comes before Amara, alphabetically.
Yeah.
So
And
Song of
then-
Shadows.
And then
Click.
Silent Echoes of Time.
Yes,
Click.
Samuel.
Cool.
Enigma of the Lost God.
That also clicks into place.
Ruins of the Age. Ruins of an Yes. Sorry, Marissa only has the keywords to write articles in.
And finally, A God's Embrace.
You pop the last one into its position, and the entire bookshelf pops about a foot closer to you and moves to the side.
Yes. Thank you, Dionysus.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
And it leads to a tunnel system that runs underneath the city, east, towards the mountains.
Well,
Hell yeah.
Well,
What you also gather from looking at Sened's notes a little further is that because this event was so massive and so tragic for the entire city and the surrounding area, a lot of people don't like to talk about it. It's a very taboo subject. That was also why he was so nervous talking about the cult in public. Because even mentioning the name of Laldir can get someone in very serious trouble. Like almost the equivalent of, speaking real world, doing a Nazi salute in Germany.
Oh boy. Okay.
Like that level.
Or
Like
anywhere.
it is a criminal
Anywhere.
offense. Yeah. No, but like in Germany specifically, because it is considered a criminal offense and you will be arrested on the spot. Like that is how seriously they take it. So it's not a topic where people are going out and like publicly announcing like, this is what I'm doing my research on.
Mhm.
And what you guys are able to gather is that the Duke assumed that that would happen and thought, where's the one place that I would hide a secret entrance, not where everyone expects, but where all the information about it is held. Because that's the last place that people want to be.
that's brilliant.
Devious.
I wouldn't actually maybe devious. I'm very skeptical. I don't know why I'm so skeptical about everything. Something about death cults. It brings out the worst in people. That's why we're really only into like sex, drinking, and theater. So, yay.
Grunk wonder, is tunnel system dark?
It is a little dark.
I would think it'd be dark.
I have
Grunk wonder, does anyone have light?
I have torches.
I have light.
Grunk would like torch used.
Or dark vision, perhaps?
I can lead. I've got dark vision, so
And
I can be useful. I can lead the way.
I have the cantrip. I have a cantrip of light.
Oh, beautiful.
Perfect.
Grunk, say thank you.
Are you scared of the
So-
dark, Grunk?
Rick, if you wanna kind of keep back as the dark vision, as kind of like our safeguard, and I'll lead with light, so that way we at least have forward illumination.
And I will sing us a travel song.
Please don't.
I think maybe we should be ready to expect cultists on the other side of this tunnel, so maybe singing to alert them of our presence isn't the best idea.
I will sing quietly under my breath.
Lady Minerva, you must rest your voice for the performance later. Let's
Oh,
save it for the most adoring.
this is why I brought you along. Very well.
Happy to be of yours.
So at first, going through this tunnel system, it is dark, a little damp. Everything has a bit of a metallic smell to it. And it seems at first very confusing. One could easily get lost in this system of tunnels running underneath this pretty massive city. However, the Duke, again, highly doubted that anyone would even find these tunnels to begin with. He was very confident in that. And so he designed the tunnel system in such a way where it's almost like all roads lead to Rome. You can go any number of paths and it will lead you to the same spot. Which brings us to this stone door, or stone doorway leading into the cave. You're not at the heart of this cave system just yet, but you are definitely closer than you would have been had you started from the cave's true entrance. It essentially plops you into the middle of this cavernous labyrinth. I would like all of you to make survival checks for me.
Oh no.
And we're going group average on this one.
Nat 20.
Let's go!
Oh,
Grunk roll 16.
13.
13 for me as well. No.
Not one.
Oh.
For a 4 total.
okay. Well, regardless of the nat one, you guys still do well enough to be able to pretty easily navigate this kind of subterranean labyrinth. Minerva pushes her way to the front. She's like, I've got this. Very confident. However, Minerva wants to flare that. She can, but Minerva takes the front, and you all with figuring out like, oh wait, no, this doesn't look quite right. Oh, the way the sound is echoing here doesn't sound quite right. It's bouncing back too quickly. It's a dead end. You guys are able to successfully make your way through this labyrinth and into the heart of the cave. As you enter, you're greeted by a very cool, almost supernatural drop in temperature. Like what you felt with Karashi's magic, but stronger.
Finally.
Something about the vibe is severely off for this otherwise Mediterranean type landscape. The outside world feels distant, like almost a memory as you step into the space. The air is thick, smelling of damp stone, ancient earth, moss, decay. And it is dark.
Nope, don't like this. Don't like this at all. I am not a fan of this. I need sunlight. I need warmth. I need sun. I need... Nope. Nope.
No. Sarat, do you still have the light spell up?
I do still have my light spell up, yes. But it's I believe...
Yeah, what's the duration on that?
1 hour.
Okay, yeah. It's getting towards you. You feel like you have maybe about 10 minutes left before you would need to recast.
Oh God. Okay, great.
With the benefit of my my dark vision, since I assume we're dim, at least in dim light for the rest of everyone, but it's regular light for me. Can I roll a perception to see what we can glean of the surroundings?
Yeah. So it doesn't look like a naturally occurring cave, but it's also not like there are no smooth walls. Everything is very rough, and it gives the impression that this cavern was made in a hurry. There was not time or care taken into the creation of this place. Like everything else surrounding the idea of this cult and this dagger, it was decided by the contractors who were paid to create this space that it was best done quickly and then left alone.
So it's the matzah of caves.
Sure.
For the Jewish viewers out there, you get it.
I am not Jewish, so that went right over my head.
You didn't need me to roll for anything, right? That's just, you're just giving me that. Okay.
No, Sarah still has the light spell up, so this is all very easy to see at this point.
Okay. I guess I'll communicate to the part. It's like I am of.
Yeah, everyone can see this.
Yeah.
Again, the light spell is still up. This is all very easily seen by everybody.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like sharp edges, low ceilings, and in the middle of this space is a very, surprisingly considering how the rest of the cavern was kind of crudely done, this altar is quite nice, actually. It's the only thing that has smoothed edges in the space. And sitting on top in a space where it was carved just specifically to hold Ankanohs, the dagger of Laldir, bringer of ultimate sacrifice.
Okay, cleric speaking real quick. This feels a little too easy. Like, this is a sacred, magical, destroying dagger laying on top of an altar. So I feel like this is kind of like
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's
Traps. See if there's anything. If there's a pressure plate or something.
Gabby, I'm correct in processing what you said, that Ankanohs, is that it? The name of the
Ankanohs, yeah.
Ankanohs is on the altar, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. Can I use an Arcana? No, I don't need to use Arcana yet. I'm gonna use a perception check and just see what the altar kind of looks like as somebody who has run multiple altars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh God, I'm so nervous now. No! Okay, it didn't actually go anywhere. Never mind. Oh, okay. Wait. I'm pretty sure. Yep, 18.
Nice.
18 perception.
Nice.
So, what immediately stands out to you is, for as much as it appears that this altar was created with care, there's no runes, there are no symbols carved into it. It is just a plain stone altar. There's nothing present that would make it appear that the people who made this altar were worshippers of Laldir.
So this may have
They
been...
created the altar purely out of respect for the power that the dagger has, not because they have any sort of reverence or respect for the deity that it is intended to serve.
Are there doors leading to other entrances in the cave, or is this like the end of the cave?
This cave has no windows or no doors, so the question is, find a way out. I'll see.
Love the Haunted Mansion reference.
I'll see myself out of the chat.
Grunk heard mention of pressure plate. Grunk have many metal balls can throw.
Okay, Sarah. That sounds like a great idea, Grunk.
Thank Karashi. Grunk, pick up sling bullet and throw at altar.
Okay, Gronk so does. And as you do so, you start to hear shouts coming from the labyrinth. Karashi, exactly as you suspected. There are
I knew it.
cultists hot on your trail. Grunk, I would like you to roll an Arcana check for me. As I assume you are the one currently holding the dagger.
Oh, someone picked it up.
Grunk no
No,
pick
is
up
that not-
dagger. Grunk
Oh,
threw
Grunk is not
ball
picking-
at altar.
Oh,
To see
okay,
if
I
trap.
I understand. Nothing happens, but the voices are getting closer.
Can I do Arcana check?
Absolutely.
Okay. 13.
Slay.
I don't know if 13's a slay, Minerva. I'm feeling.
Depends.
Or your sibling.
For as much power as this dagger allegedly has, you don't feel any magic radiating off of it.
This is a fake.
It could be a fake, or it could be. Can I examine the dagger a little bit further? Is there like potentially a conduit or some kind of talisman in the center of it? Is it just like in the handle? Like, is it just a normal steel dagger? Is it a Valerian steel? Is it different? Is a different kind of metal? Just so I can get a better idea of potentially.
It is not even steel. This dagger is made of iron.
Beautiful. So iron dagger, large, correct?
Pretty decently large, yeah.
Okay. Normal, somewhat normal, like holster handle kind of thing.
The handle has very intricate designs on it, and you notice that at the very end, there is a giant redstone.
I'm sorry for rolling so many checks, but as the resident cleric and this being a religious item, I feel like it makes sense. Can I roll a religion check? Because there's something within me that's telling me that maybe this dagger is activated in the act of sacrifice rather than being magical on set. Potentially.
You may, but I will remind you that as this is happening, the voices are still getting closer. They are going to be on you any minute now.
I was about to say, might want to ready ourselves for an engagement.
I turn to Brick and Grunk and I just go, shall we post up while they're doing that?
I think that'd be wise. Yes.
Actually, you want Grunk to fight?
It's either fight or die, darling, and I don't want to die.
What we're here for, Grunk.
Grunk, think of it like this. We found this dagger. It's very important. They want to rob the dagger from us. You don't like robbing, so you need to protect us from the robbers of the dagger.
Grunk no like robbers, Grunk no like hurting.
Well, don't think of it as hurting them. Think of it as protecting us and the dagger.
Yes.
Grunk protect. Best Grunk can.
DM, do we have time for an action real quick or before they arrive, or how much time do we have?
Do we have time to prepare an action?
Absolutely.
Okay, sorry. If anyone knows what they want to do, I'm just checking something real quick.
You guys have about a minute until the cultists get there.
And yes.
Sorry, since I'm only level 1, I can only do Bardic Inspiration for one player, yes? Yeah?
Yes, and it cannot be yourself.
I would like to give bardic inspiration to Grunk.
Grunk think very nice offer. Grunk say no, thank you.
I'll fucking take it.
Then
My Lady Minerva, I humbly beseech your words of inspiration that will lead us in this combat, please.
Yes, very well. I will give words of inspiration to Brick. Yes. Listen, there's no way that we can lose. I'm here.
I thought the same thing.
And you know, for Brick, those do sound like they would be very inspiring words.
I just hate you so.
Now take that inspiration and don't forget about it. Write it on a sticky note if you have to.
I will get a tattoo of it on my forehead. So.
Beautiful.
And while they're all getting ready to play the action, can I do a religion check on the dagger?
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna prepare and hold Ray of Frost to go off as soon as the cultists get in there.
Perfect.
Nope, I don't wanna take this. I don't want to do it. Never mind.
Yay.
And DM, I'd like to just prepare my only spell, a blade ward, I guess, essentially for the impending round of combat.
Oh.
That's just...
Also,
Absolutely.
I'm looking. It seems as though bardic inspiration is a bonus action, and I have 2 more slots for it. So, if anyone else should want it, I can use it as my bonus action during battle, if the DM will so graciously allow.
I will allow.
Yay!
What does bardic inspiration do again?
You add a d4 to a roll? Or
Yes.
Hang on. As a bonus action, a creature other than you within 60 feet that can hear you gains an inspiration die 1d6. So you actually add a d6.
And is that...
Ability checks.
So, and just for more rules, is that after you know the result of the die, or do you have to add it on before you?
This can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Can your sister please get some bardic inspiration? Because I rolled a d1.
Listen, Sarah, it's not your fault that you're the least pretty sister. I just hope you know that. And I hope that you can use that in your battles. You've got this.
Very inspiring words.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You get the sense that that doesn't actually...
I wholeheartedly agree.
Sarah, you get the sense that this doesn't actually inspire you, not just because it was actually a backhanded compliment, but also because Brick currently has the bardic inspiration.
And Fairy, I never did.
Wait, fuck, never mind.
And
you can inspire more than one person at once. It's just depending on how many slots you have, isn't it?
Oh, is that all at once? Is it?
No. It's one bonus act. If you have 3.
You know what? You are so right. You are so right. Thank you for rules lawyering me on that. So, Sarah, you do actually feel inspired for as much as that pains you.
I'm gonna tell y'all, it's not gonna do much because I'm at a 3, so the most we're gonna get is like we're at a 5. Yeah, so
yeah, you don't know jack shit.
I know jack shit. It's a fucking dagger with a red jewel at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I realize now that I've dedicated my life to just learning about grapes and sex and not about daggers. Yeah. So fuck me.
Does anyone else?
And Dionysus, like, in your head is like, babe, we don't do daggers. What are you doing? And just, you feel his presence drift away. No! I don't know why I gave him that accent.
Why not?
But that's the accent Dionysus has now.
That's the accent that Dionysus has.
Mick Jagger.
Yeah, I was going for Mick Jagger, I'm not gonna lie.
I feel bad. Okay, you guys roll actions, I'm done.
Does anyone else need some inspiring? Barry, would you like some words of motivation?
After seeing the words that you have for others, I think I'm okay, but thank you.
Wonderful. Okay.
I am gonna cast mage armor on myself, though.
Absolutely. All right,
Great.
so if everyone is done
Yes.
with the preparations they would like to make, I will have you all roll initiative.
Let's go.
Go! Sorry.
Well, die.
That's a 12.
7.
Wait.
She's a little distracted. D20, babe. Plus your initiative bonus. Minerva's a little distracted, so she doesn't attack right away because she's like glowing in the fact that she gave such great inspirational speeches. So that's why her initiative is so low.
Writing off that.
Minerva, what is your initiative while we're at it?
7.
7. All right. Sarah?
9.
All right. Brick?
19.
What?
Eddie. Go! Go!
And Kadashi?
Got a 10.
Nice. And Grunk.
6.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, we're all gonna hide behind Brick. Let's all hide behind Brick.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he's
that's my job. That's my job. That's what I'm here for.
All right. So, because most of you prepared an action or were just preparing for this ensuing fight in general, I will ignore the fact that all of the cultists, I rolled 1 initiative for all 5 of them, and they rolled a 21.
oh,
Oh boy.
It was a nat 20, my end.
man, what the hell?
I don't like
Girl.
you.
Sorry. But
Don't make me stressy.
they will not be active participants in the first round of combat. I'm giving you all the element of surprise.
Oh, never mind.
Let's go.
I believe, Brick, you go first.
Do we need? So are they like they're right in front of us? Do we have to close any distance on these guys, or is that?
Nope. This isn't like the largest cavern. It's
Gotcha.
not super big. It's like
Close quarters.
maybe 20 feet by 20 feet.
Gotcha. And then, do you mind me
And
asking
they're
how
they're coming through the only doorway that there is, which is coming from the labyrinth.
Okay, and can I discern how many we're dealing with, or is that
5.
5? Okay. Well, then I've got a long sword, and we're just gonna throw that right there. Take a stab at the first guy that comes through the door there. So that's getting the attack rolling. Which I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing here. Roll a d20. And that is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. All right, cool.
All damage.
And then, let's see, where's the 8? And then I will deal. That's 7 slashing damage.
All right. Duly noted. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Let's see. I believe. Let's see. How close am I? Just for combat purposes, am I within? Do I have an ally within 5 feet of me, or I guess am I close enough to act as a shield if I need to?
I would say it's likely. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay, I don't need to take a movement attack on it. Or actually, yeah. Then I'll just I'll hold the line for now then. So that's on the front line. So I will let out a hearty yell. Ah! Set the tone for this combat. Just no one will lay a finger on me.
Right, and then I believe Karashi is up next.
Yeah, so I'll go for the same person that Brick hit just to try and take him down as my Ray of Frost goes off, and it's just a beam of like whoever it whizzes by, you get like you feel the cold on your face as it shoots by.
Don't give me the cold shoulder.
Sorry. That was good. I liked that. so this is roll to attack. What is my attack bonus? +5. 17.
Yep, that hits.
Amazing. And that is a D8 of cold damage. And I rolled an 8. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
And their speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Oh, baby, that don't matter. The bitch is dead.
Never mind.
Next turn ain't coming anytime soon.
Oops.
His speed was reduced to 0.
Haha. Yeah, and that goes on. Is this just our prepared actions, or can I move during this?
I'll say you can move.
Okay, I'm just gonna get as high and far away from everybody as possible, because I'm teeny tiny.
Absolutely.
Cool. That's me.
All right. So next is Sarah.
I am going to take the next cultist that came into the room. I'm going to ram them.
All right.
What is their armor class? Or what is their?
I'm not telling you that.
Yeah. We're not screwed.
Gotta roll and see if it hits.
You gotta roll and hope for the best, babe.
Oh, nope, I'm fucked. It's a 5.
Yeah, nah.
Well, I'm drunk. So what did you want from me? Okay.
You think you're dead on. You're right on track, but you're actually veering to the left the entire time, and completely miss. Not even close. You're a little dizzy because you do ram headfirst into stone.
I do have a bonus action of Shield of Faith. So you know what? I'm gonna cast that, if that's okay. Kiarashi, because Brick is doing fine.
Oh.
So.
Aw. What
Yeah.
does that do?
Well, we're besties, so it grants you a +2 bonus to AC for the duration.
Hang on, is everyone remembering their bardic inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm saving it in case I need it.
I already used it, didn't I?
Oh, I thought it was for like multiple. It says for 10 minutes.
You can only use it
Yeah,
once.
it
You can't have
lasts-
to use it in the 10 minutes, though.
Yeah, you have 10 minutes to use it, but it is a one-time.
Apologies.
No, all good.
So inspired, I didn't even need the die for my first roll.
Did not.
I'm gonna cast a Shield of Faith around Karashi. So for them +2.
Amazing.
Okay, how long does that last?
That lasts it's a concentration spell up to 10 minutes.
Amazing. Okay, my AC is now 15, which is the highest AC a wizard has ever had.
Yeah. That bar is low. Alright. Then up next, unless there's anything else you wanted to do, so any movement. Because I will remind you, you did just try to ram yourself head first into these cultists, so you are close.
I'm going to dash to the other side of the room.
So dash is a
Action.
yeah.
I
And you can use your regular movement, and also this is only a 20 by 20 foot room.
Yeah, it's a short room.
okay. I don't
The most you could move is 40 feet, and that's if you go 3 corners.
to be fair, I don't really think there's anything else I can do. So
Okay, just wanted to double check.
I'm just
So then, in that case, Minerva, it is your turn.
Minerva.
Is my turn?
Yep.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, so I have this super cool species trait called Mirthful Leaps. I don't know
Sure
how
do.
I don't know how high this altar is, but I would like to jump on top of the altar.
Okay, yeah, that should be easy enough. It's like 4 feet.
Okay, so I don't have to like do a check or do my mirthful leap, do I?
No. No, because it would take up a bit of your movement, but
okay.
I wouldn't say you would need to use that ability for that. It would just be part of your movement.
I have mirthful leap, and I don't.
You should. It's a satyr trait.
I don't have it.
Oh. Features and traits. I'm gonna use vicious mockery on I guess the person that Sarah attempted to attack.
All right.
I will.
Is that a saving throw?
It's a wisdom save.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That is a 16 on the dice. I don't know if that.
So she'll her vicious mockery sounds.
Do half damage on a save, or is that no damage on a save?
Oh, it just hit?
Sweet.
Well, sometimes even if they save, it's half damage instead of full damage. So just check and.
Let me read the.
I don't believe vicious mockery is half damage.
The target must succeed on a saving throw or take 1d6 and have disadvantage.
Yeah, so that's.
Okay,
yeah.
no.
So they just save, nothing happens.
Okay, no worries. But
just wanted to double check that one. All right. Anything you wanted to do? Bonus action? Any additional movement? And Grunk, you are on deck, just so you know.
Maybe I'll go, is this a dagger I see? And try to kind of swipe the dagger.
Oh.
Finish the line. Is this a dagger I see before me?
Is this a dagger I see? And then
I hate this one.
I'll kind of try and swipe the dagger.
All right. You do.
Beautiful.
Word. You hear a click, but nothing happens.
Don't like that just yet.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it at all, actually.
I don't know.
How would there be a click, actually?
Karashi's in the back by where the altar is, and she hears that too, and just kind of shares a look with Minerva. Is like, that's a problem for 10 minutes from now.
Kill the cultist, then deal with the click. Got it.
All right, Grunk, you're up.
Grunk screams, "Must protect!" He runs to the second closest cultist and grapples.
All right, absolutely. I believe that is a contested dexterity check.
Yeah, it should be 13.
Oh yeah, that's a nat one.
Let's go!
Delightful. And then I would like to use the rest of my movement, I don't know how far I travel, to try and move him as far away from my friends as possible.
I will say, because you are carrying another person's weight.
Oh yeah, I can only go half the normal
You're
distance.
moving at
I
half
just don't know
speed.
how much distance I have.
It should say at the top of your character
Oh yeah,
sheet.
I just don't know how far I went to get to the cultist.
Oh. Probably like max 10 feet. Again, the room is not huge.
Cool. All right, then I've moved, let's say 10 feet to the middle of the room. I use the final 10 feet I have to push him up against the wall away from my friends.
Absolutely. Easily done.
And that's it for me right now.
All right, incredible. So the first cultist is dead. So the second cultist has now been attacked, or attempted to be attacked, by two of you. It is going to go for Minerva first.
Oh.
It's gonna attack with his
Yeah, it's the
scimitar.
DM. May I? Am I close enough to use my my protection style to impose disadvantage on that one? Or all right,
absolutely.
in an effort to protect my Lady Minerva, I'm banging my shield, like trying to distract him, and so I'm gonna impose.
And thank God you did, because I rolled another natural 20.
Ooh.
So that is a 13 to hit.
My armor class is 14, baby.
Let's go.
Well used, because otherwise you would have been screwed.
I feel.
So it swings. Brick, how do you intercept this scimitar swing that definitely would severely hurt, if not kill Minerva in this moment? I'll let you stylize it.
I will say that I was able to get my shield. I was able to reach my shield up in time and just give him a, where do you think you're aiming that? That was like surely you did not mean to take a swing at my Lady Minerva. And I'm now clearing daggers. So I'm completely fixated on this one. Trying to
Of course.
figure out.
And as you put your shield up, like, this cultist was swinging so hard that sparks actually come off of your shield and the scimitar impacting each other. So in that moment, you even know, like, oh, thank God I was able to get there. So that cultist's turn is done. The second surviving cultist is going to go for, I'm rolling so this is fair, Sarah.
Right.
You got this.
Going for you.
Okay.
Also going to attack with the scimitar. Bruh. And you know what, for y'all's sake, I'm putting that dice in dice jail because that was another net 20.
My God.
Sorry.
18.
My armor class is 12, so.
Oh no.
Alright, so you are going to take 3 points of damage as this cultist swings its scimitar over its head in a like diagonal downward slashing motion.
Yeah. Okay, I don't really like that. Okay. I mean, actually, I could technically on my next turn heal myself, but it's fine.
So you're busy.
Alright, that's that cultist's turn. Third one is going to go also for Minerva.
Okay.
Again, I'm rolling to keep it fair. But you are in luck. That is a 10. So
There.
he goes to upward splash. Does not get you. You like jump out of the way.
Love that.
And like in your laughing at the other guy missing, you just lean yourself out of the way of this guy's hit.
Beautiful.
And the last cultist is going to go.
Isn't that one grapple? Is there a grapple? Right? Or,
That is the one that's grappled. Yes.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
So, no. Thank you for checking me on that. I forgot. So they
So
are.
it can't move. It can attack, but it can't move. And they are far away from my friend. They can attack me.
Yeah, he is going to try and get out of the grapple that he is currently in. So again, we're going to do. Well, I'm going to have you roll strength because you have him pinned against the wall. So your strength opposing his dex.
Cool. You think strength or athletics?
You know what? Either one.
All right, I think athletics. Okay, that's a 13 for me.
Oh, yeah. He is still stuck there. Can't do anything.
Didn't get his leg days in.
So, Brick, that brings us back to you.
All right. Seething in rage at the against the cultist that tried to take a swing at my lady. I will be attacking that one.
Of course.
So
Which one? Because there were two.
the first one, the one that
The one who really would have gotten a good item.
Yeah. I'm concerned with both of them. All right. Priorities. Nat 20. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah, MVP Brick.
My cultists.
I'm here for combat. I'm a fighter, guys. I better be doing well. So that's what I get to roll two. Is that I get to roll two d8s instead?
Yeah, so you roll damage, you double what's on the dice, and then you add the modifier.
Okay.
Yeah, we're clocked in for work today, man.
Mhm.
Alright. That's a 7 times 2 plus 3, so I'll get a 17. We're decapitating this guy.
Gone.
Like, he's gone.
However you want to kill him, it happens.
Yeah, it's like clean thrust. It's like I don't even think about it.
Clean sweep.
Yeah.
It's like the arm of the Black Knight in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Ah,
It's like,
Can I do like a link spin move? Can I do like just
Absolutely.
Yes.
yeah.
There. All
If
right.
I didn't say yes, I wouldn't be able to have the Master Sword as a keychain on my lanyard at school. I would have to throw it out.
I strike a cool pose and completely annihilate. Yeah.
100%. It looks so hot.
Yes.
Alright,
And,
any bonus actions, any movement?
I believe I can cast I can recast my blade board as a bonus action. So I will up that, and that is to keep myself in check. That's the last time I can use that as a bonus action until a short rest. So for a long rest.
Perfect, sounds good. Any movement you want to take, or are you going to stay where you are?
And can I put myself in between the other cultists that tried to attack Minerva, just like right in front of them? So like you're gonna have to.
You can scoot yourself a couple of feet more to the side, so you are directly in between him and Minerva. Absolutely.
So now, if he wants to get at her, I think he's gonna risk an opportunity.
Yeah, it is very much if you want to get to her, you have to go through me. 100%.
I'm the only one who's received damage so far. Like, nobody's protecting me.
I'm crying.
You to be fair, I did say don't drink. And then so I'm like, you're refilling yourself. Your Lord will protect you.
Victim blaming? You're victim blaming. I do not appreciate that, Brick.
I will just say, I could have made you roll a Constitution check before the fight started to see how drunk you are.
I'm a follower of Dionysus. I know how to hold my liquor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Both of
I
you.
know, and that's why I didn't, but I could have.
you know.
You could have. I appreciate that, but
You're welcome.
okay.
All right, Karashi, it's your turn.
okay. Well, since she needs saving so bad, I guess I'll help defend Sarah. Is the cultist that attacked her still up?
Yes.
Well, I mean, even if it's not, I assume that she's up in the mix, so she's in danger. I'm going to cast Frostbite on whichever cultist is nearest to Sarah, and I need them to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 13.
Oh, absolutely not. No, that was a 5 on the dice.
Hell yeah. Okay, so he's gonna take a D6 of cold damage. I rolled a 6. What's happening? So 6 cold damage, and he has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
All right. He's still standing, but not looking hot at all.
You see,
Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Like cold air, you feel it as it envelops him, and you see the tips of his fingers turn black.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
All right.
Winter is coming, baby.
Amazing. Any bonus actions, any movement?
No, I'm fine right in the back where I am.
Incredible. All right. And I believe... Okay, I'll be honest. Sisters, got y'all mixed up in my head, and I didn't actually write the names down. So it's whenever... I want to say it was Minerva. Whoever rolled 9 for their initiative.
I was 10. No, I was 9, and then
I rolled a 7.
Okay, so Sarah and then Minerva. Got it. Thank you for reminding me.
I am gonna roll. I'm going to ram again because, listen, I may be a lover, not a fighter, but I'm also I'm a dirty drunk brawler. So I feel like the only way I know how to go is with my head. So I'm gonna go with the person that we just frostbit.
Yep.
Jesus, man!
What happened? What'd you roll?
You have inspiration if that'll help.
No,
Oh, I don't!
No, she already used it.
Oh no.
She used it on that Arcana check, or not Arcana, the religion check before the fight even started.
No.
With my +2, it's a 5.
Again, this time you're like, okay, so I swerved to the left last time, and you hard swerved to the right this time. Like it's a 90-degree turn. Like overcorrecting to the nth degree.
Okay, great. I'm gonna use one more action. If it's able to be used, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide behind the pedestal. I'm gonna hide behind the shrine.
You know what? Because I feel bad, I will allow you to do that as a bonus action. Roll stealth.
Amazing.
I just ran myself into a wall. I'm like, you guys.
Yeah, roll stealth to see if they can see you.
Okay, I can roll stealth. That's definitely something I can do. Do I even have a stealth modifier? Oh, +2. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, 14! 14!
Okay. You feel like you're pretty well hidden.
Okay, good. Wonderful. I love it. I'm not going to worry about the fact that we heard a click on that podium earlier. I'm just going to stay hidden at the moment. So
That's a later problem.
that's a 10-minute.
Yeah.
In the words of Kirashi, that's a 10 minutes from now problem.
Yeah.
That's a future Soma. Yes.
Yeah. Alright, and with that, Minerva, you're up.
Can I replace the dagger with one of my own?
Yes, I don't know how much sense that would make since you already have the dagger in your hands. But you can?
Oh, like they can definitely see that I have the dagger. Like it's not.
Yeah,
Well, never mind.
they are not fooled.
Well, never mind. Cool.
You can still try for purposes of the clicking sound.
That's so true. Okay, yes. Then I will give up one of my own daggers to try and, make that yeah.
And do you just like quickly plop it in there? How are you approaching?
I'm
putting it
gonna be a little careful and make sure that it like is a proper fit, and I'm gonna listen out for the clicking sound.
Okay, so do you just like lightly set it into the spot?
I'd say so. I don't like drop it.
Yeah.
Firmly grasp it.
Silly.
Well, I'm gonna let the dice help me decide on how this goes. So you hear it click again, almost as if it's latching back into place, but it's not fully there.
Okay.
It could be a weak.
It could be. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Do I still have an attack left? Or is that like my full?
You know what? That's quick enough. I'll let that be your bonus action.
Beautiful.
I'll
Okay.
allow it.
Is there a cultist 5 feet in front of me?
Well, one of them is currently being pinned down by Grunk. So, not him. There are two others. There's the one that is currently facing off with Brick.
Mhm.
And then there is the one that is currently interacting with Sarah and Karashi.
Okay. The one that's facing off with Brick, I would like to take a jab at him with my longsword. May I? Is that okay? What?
You're a bard. Where are all these weapons coming from?
I have them. I just have them. I just got them on lock.
Bards are actually pretty stocked up on weapons, I will say.
She reviewed the sheet. If she'd had an issue, she could have said something. May I do that though?
Yes, I will just let you know that does open you up for an attack that, like Brick would have to again use part of his action to protect you if the cultist chose to go for you again. You would no longer have Brick as a line of defense. So I will allow you to make that choice, but I want you to make that choice fully informed.
So would it be maybe a little smarter to try Vicious Mockery again, but would that open me up for an attack as well?
That is ranged, so it would not. As long as, because it would still keep in between you and the cultist.
That's true. Okay, I'll go for Vicious Mockery again.
All right.
Well, DC 13, Wisdom save.
Nope, that is a 6.
Okay, so I look at the cultist dead in the eye, and I go, "Your mother was a cranberry! Your father sold used carriages! Your entire family's blood is orange juice with the pulp still in it!"
Used cabbages.
That is 1 point of damage.
He just looks at you and says, what? Your father was a hamster, your mother smells of elderberries. I've heard it before.
But he had a little bit of damage. I hit a little bit.
He looks mildly distressed.
Okay.
He's being so brave about it.
We love a brave king. You love a brave king.
A brave king who quotes Monty Python. Who also canonically exists in this world. My favorite movie, I have to.
But in this world, he's an actual python.
Yes.
It's Monty the Python.
Yeah, no, they're all.
How he threw that hint into me, I will never know.
It's a fun idea for a familiar, Monty.
None of them can count to 4. It's really unfortunate.
Huh.
Alright, and then that brings us to Grunk's turn.
Okay. Can you remind me how far away I am from the folks who are left?
Everyone is pretty evenly spaced out throughout the room. You do still have that one cultist completely under your grasp.
Yes. Okay, so I can drag him half speed, as we know. So I'm going to use my bonus action of Adrenaline Rush to allow me to use... Yeah, no, I guess that's fine. Oh yeah, so I can use Dash now as a bonus action. So I would like to dash with the guy I'm grappling over to the nearest cultist, and I would like to use my other arm to grapple him, or her, or them.
Alright, which one? The one that Brick and Minerva are interacting with, or Sarah and Karashi?
I'll do Sarah. I worry about her.
Okay. So we'll do that.
You know what, Grunk? We'll talk about the healing stuff that I put off earlier another time, I promise.
So we'll do that opposed Dex again. So the cultist rolled a 19.
Okay.
To avoid
So it
being
didn't
grappled.
work. Yeah.
Well, no, if you roll higher than me.
Oh.
And you know what? I'll let you do either Dex or Strength
Okay.
to grapple.
I did not roll higher than you.
Okay. Yeah, so the cultist sees that you already have one of his friends, and sees you try and grab for him, and he just ducks out of the way.
Sad.
Got it for your turn?
That's all I can do.
All right. So, the first 3 cultists. The first 2 cultists, dead. The one that now has frostbitten fingers is going to try and swing at you, Hirashi.
I'm all the way back in the back? I was all the way in the back. I hit him from so far away.
Yeah, he's gonna go across the room to try and get to you.
How dare he walk?
Pissed. I know,
must
how dare a
fly
man.
to me. He was just
I'm just a little fairy. I'm just a little guy. I'm 1.5 feet tall.
Hey, but you got that AC of 15, right? That's the way.
The wing and a prayer.
That is a 22.
Oh, no.
19 plus 3. Sorry.
Jesus. Alright.
Jesus Christ.
So for
Easy
damage,
crazy.
it's a d6. It's a d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Great.
I'm so sorry.
What did you hey, what's the damage?
So that's 7 damage total.
So I have 7 hit points.
No.
I'm a wizard and I'm so small.
No. Okay, I got spells. I gotta find my spell. I don't
So-
think what to do.
So I'm out.
No,
I
I got rid of healing.
Unconscious.
My d6 to roll that high. I'm so sorry.
Listen, I rolled full damage on both my attacks. I had it coming, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he only had 3 hit points left.
Oh, come on.
So this is like a.
I
This
do-
was his. I probably only have 1 more swing left in me before I go.
Made it count.
Damn, he made it a good one.
Alright.
So that is his turn.
Imagine the sound of getting hit with a soccer ball. Just like thunk. Ow.
Dang, squishy wizards.
Glass cannon.
Boys,
Alright,
It's okay, Karashi. We were just coming up with a plan, so
We got you.
Oh, I'm sure.
alright, so
I'm very unsure.
next.
well, our rolls haven't been great, so it doesn't
fear
really
I'm
matter.
afraid.
Sorry, Gabby.
No, you're good. Brick, the next one is gonna go for you.
All right, bring it on.
That is a 15.
I have an AC of 17. You didn't get me.
Nah, he ain't doing shit.
Yeah, shield.
Yep.
That's supposed to
Impact.
be.
No sparks this time though.
That's
Alright.
supposed to be that.
And the last cultist now understands that Grunk, he's not gotten out of your grip. He learned his lesson, so he's just gonna try and like slash at you from the back as you are dragging him through this space.
Is Grunk close enough for me to give him a hand, or is he far enough? Like, because Grunk moved over to us, right? Or to try and pin the other, to try and grapple this guy.
Grunk went to try and grapple the other one, the one that just
but he's still
knocked
here.
out
right?
Karashi. Yeah,
Yeah,
again, it's a very small space. I'll let you have it.
All right, so we're gonna use my reaction to try and give him disadvantage on that. So that's it. So
Right, yeah. That is an 11 on what would have been a 21.
I got you, Grunk. I got you. Again, just banging on my. Well, I don't get because I've got one in between me, but I like to think that me banging on my shield and firing daggers at the guy distracted where he ended up with.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so Rick, it is your turn.
All right, I got one right in front of me, so we're gonna take a swing at him.
Absolutely.
And that is a sheet go. Put that back up. A 16.
That hits.
All right, cool. So, remind me, I cannot use inspiration on damage rolls, right? That's or Bard's inspiration, right? Okay, cool.
No.
Just let's see. Use this guy. That is an 8 damage, 5 plus.
And he collapses to the floor, dead.
And I bang it. I'm inspired. I'm feeling inspired. Fear those who oppose Lady Minerva.
Have you
Yeah,
built
you can-
your own cult? Oh my god.
You can
Take
very
my job very
visibly see that
seriously.
the 2 cultists that are still alive are visibly terrified of you.
Yes. 2 one-shots. Let's go.
Alright, so I'm assuming the
And then let's see. And then I can move. So I guess I'm gonna walk right up in front of the one that just knocked down Karashi. It's like now to deal with you, and then, so we're just gonna put myself between anyone else that he might have any interest in. So that's
absolutely.
that'll be my turn.
Alright, so Karashi. Death saving throw.
Roll well.
That's cocked, actually.
Roll.
14.
Alright. We're all good. Alright. Sarah.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Kirashi.
Aw.
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely. How much do you heal her by?
I am rolling my d8. 5 plus 2. You get 7 hit points back.
I'm back up to
Alright.
full, baby.
7!
All 7.
So Kirashi, you're good, girl. I got you. You got me.
Thanks.
I got you.
Thanks. Illy times a milli.
Alright. Bonus actions, movement.
I kind of want to stay hidden.
So fair, so valid. Stay hidden, girly pop.
I'm gonna.
Minerva.
Do I need
Nope.
to? Nope. I'm good. I'm gone. Nobody knows I'm here. We're good. Okay, Minerva.
Okay, I want to first of all hop down from the altar and go up to the cultist that was attacking Karashi. Kirashi. And once again try to hit him with my longsword.
Yep, absolutely. Roll to attack.
5.
No.
We're not good at combat.
The longsword
You.
for me. Yeah.
It's giving page combat.
I fear. I'm afraid. It literally is.
Vince would be so proud of you.
Oh.
He would. He would. Shout out to our fight choreographer for She Kills Monsters at Staten Island Shakespeare. Alright. Any bonus actions, any movement?
Aside from my movement to get to the cultist that was messing with Kirashi, no.
Okay. And that brings us to Grunk.
Grunk knows Karashi now okay, but Grunk's still devastated by possibility of losing new friend. Grunk has entered a rage. Grunk maintains his grapple on one cultist and kicks the shit out of the other one with an unarmed strike that will do d6 plus 8 damage. So I will roll to hit. Grunk will roll to hit. Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
That one.
No.
No, you know what? No. No, I'm giving you DM inspiration. Roll that shit again.
14?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I have advantage on strength checks and saving throws, but okay, so now the damage I do, 6 plus 2, 8.
Oh, dead. Like a doornail. There is one surviving cultist.
Oh, let's kill him.
In my
That
reach.
is the one that is currently in your hands.
Oh.
I'm just still mad. That's not like a mechanics thing. I'm just telling you, Grunk angry. Grunk uses movement to pull final cultist over to Brick and dump him at his feet. Or well, still with the grapple, but put him at his feet.
Absolutely. That cultist still absolutely scared to shit about you, Brick. So terrified of you.
Yeah.
But knows that because you're the most intimidating one, you're probably the one he should swing at right now.
He has disadvantage because he's grappled.
Absolutely. Doesn't matter. Either way, it was the same roll. That is a 16 to hit, which I believe your AC is 17, which misses.
17. Gotta be better than that.
Yeah. I thought I had it. I thought I had it.
Come on, Brick. Come on, Brick. Take us home.
And with that, Brick, it is your turn.
Because this guy is grappled, does that incur me any advantages in strike?
Oh, yeah. Roll with advantage.
All right, cool. So we're gonna see what we can do here. Let's see, 22.
Absolutely, that hits.
All right, let's see if I can go for the kill here, guys. Let's bring her home. No, I'm
Full
not.
transparency. To one-shot kill this cultist, you need to roll 9 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
No. We got 7, so he's close.
Okay, but he's not doing.
No.
He's not doing.
Oh no.
So I in an effort to, I'm being careful because I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt my friend Grunk. It's just like, all right, I'm just gonna jab him in the side there. And just,
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and say he's all yours. Whoever wants him.
Karashi, your turn.
Oh, lovely.
Vengeance.
How do I want to do this? Oop, sorry. That's not copywritten.
No, we're good. We can say it.
We're fine. Come at me, Matt Mercer. I am going to do the most infuriatingly named spell in all of D&D, Chill Touch, which is neither a touch spell nor does it deal cold damage, but I have it anyway.
What?
It really is annoyingly named.
It's so
Doesn't
stupid.
it deal necrotic?
It deals necrotic damage, but
So
you know,
stupid.
winter is death. And I stand up, touch my head, nod of thanks to Sarah, and then I just go, let's return the favor then, shall we? And I'm going to roll to attack. This is at advantage because he's grappled.
Yep.
Okay. Come on, dice. Oh, damn it. Wasted a cool line. I only got a 13.
But you know what? Their AC is 12. That hits.
Let's go. Oh my god.
You only need to roll 2. You only need 2 damage.
Fuck yeah.
And I got a 2 on the die, baby.
Amazing.
That is so beautiful.
That is
so beautiful.
Mwah, mwah.
With that, all the cultists are dead. All the ones that you know of. Anyways. All the ones that are in this space.
Tab.
Okay, I think we need to get.
You get the impression that there's no way there aren't other members of this cult still active in this city if 5 of them were able to be sent here now. They're not here. They're not coming for you. But they do exist in the city. Sened was absolutely right. This cult is reemerging. They are growing in power. And they're planning something.
Our problem, though.
That sounds like another one-shots issue, and I think we should.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Fourth wall there. What is this one shot you speak of? Is that the name of my victory? My victory stab.
Yeah.
Grunk has collapsed to the floor, weeping over the bodies of the fallen cultists.
Oh, Grunk.
Grunk. Grunk. Grunk to left. Grunk not know who Grunk is anymore.
Grunk, if it makes you feel any better, Brick took the most amount of lives and then Karashi next, so you really only just held people down.
Grunk holds self to higher standard.
May we all be as good as you one day, Grunk.
Yes.
Sure.
Not today, but one day.
And may we all leave this place unscathed. I have a dagger.
And Grunk, that's what makes us the perfect partners in crime. There, I do the things that you do. You do not need to. All in the name of protecting Lady Minerva.
This very sweet and touching moment is amazing. Again, she has a dagger, so we should maybe get out of here.
I will say, Karashi, because your passive perception is like stupid high, you notice from that first cultist that died, a little slip of paper tucked into their robes, just sticking out.
Oh, I immediately go grab it.
We should definitely loot them.
Well,
Why didn't we loot them? We should loot them.
What is the
There's nothing really of note other than this small sheet of paper, which, as you unravel, is written completely in code.
More reading. Ugh.
Can I? Is this something that would take a minute to decode, or can I like roll an investigation check on this?
You get the sense that it will take the knowledge of someone who is very familiar with this cult, their religion, their symbols, and their rituals, someone who is more educated in their ways.
If only we knew somebody like that.
Ugh, we have to go talk to the nerdy Nepo baby again.
Well, you would need to anyways to get paid.
But like more. He's fine.
So, about the dagger. Even after all of this carnage has occurred in this space, no one is still getting the sense that the dagger that is currently in Minerva's hand has any real power.
It's a decoy.
Anyone who would like to may roll an Arcana check at this time.
I would like a roll on the Arcana check.
Yes.
Why not?
I'm at 8.
16.
Grunk also rolled an 8.
19.
I'm gonna inspire myself here. Let's just.
Is that?
I'm not smart, but we're gonna use some inspiration. G6, baby, let's go. With the power of my inspiration, I get an 18.
Amazing.
Let's go,
So,
Brick.
Surah, Karashi, and Brick, you notice that there still seems to be this pulsing sense of power, almost pulling you to the altar.
The real dagger's inside the altar.
So can in that effort, is there like a strength check I can use? So is there like to do? I don't know. Like, do I have to investigate? Do you want me to investigate the altar to find anything, or can I like brute force my way through the altar or something like that?
Grunk has a maul with which Grunk could hit altar very hard.
You might damage the dagger.
Oh, we
Not if you're holding the dagger.
That was just a guess that the dagger's inside the altar. So we don't know if the dagger is inside the altar or if this is.
I ain't that smart. I heard a suggestion. We're going with it. So that's...
Again, I'm going to open this roll up to anyone who would like to do it. Anyone who is interested may roll an investigation check to investigate the altar further.
Grunk rolled a 9.
Proud of you, Grunk.
I got a 23 in investigation.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Let's go! Brick and Karashi are locked in.
Yes.
Got an 8.
Absolute powerhouses.
I got a 4.
Oh,
I got a
gosh.
4.
We got the most kills. It only makes sense that we feel the pull of the magic of this dagger the most.
My investigation.
There's no wine there for me.
I need every roll.
So you get the sense that the click didn't unleash something. It wasn't a release. It was a further locking in place.
Ah.
There is a pressure plate, but it works in reverse.
So that, I guess I'll ask. Lady Minerva, may I see a dagger, I guess? Would you mind putting your...
One of her daggers is already sitting in the slot where the dagger of Laldir was
gotcha.
originally sitting, or
she
the
did do that.
decoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means that then just the mechanism was reactivated because there is one there now, or it needs to be taken out, I guess is what I'm trying to glean there.
Again, when Minerva put her dagger into the spot, it clicked, but it didn't sound like a complete click. It sounded like it didn't quite latch back over.
But we need to put the decoy back, I think.
Yeah, I guess we need maybe it's like weighted or
Yeah, like
within my divine moment of clicking.
Also wonder if maybe, because I remember Gabby being like, did you lightly set it down? I'm wondering if it's like a push mechanism, and it's like almost like if you put the decoy in and you push down on it, then it opens them. Gabby, smell.
So then I guess can I just like, well, in theory then do we need the exact dagger, or can I just try and push down on the dagger that's in there, like if I put enough force?
I would love my dagger.
Do you want to just push down on the dagger that's already in there first?
I'm thinking it may need to be the decoy just because it didn't fully click, which means I think it does have to do with a weight distribution kind of thing.
Hey, I'm not the brains of this operation, so just on the bronze. So just tell me what I got to do.
So let's switch the Minerva's dagger with the decoy dagger, and then we can try pressing.
All right, Lady Minerva, if you would.
I kind of get down on one knee and I like hold out the dagger to him and say, anything for my...
This is the biggest honor. And I will I'll give a good thrust thrust the dagger back into its rightful place there. So.
And as you do, forcefully, notice.
Yes.
You hear a significantly louder click and feel something hit about at the height of your knee. You look down and see a door. A secret door that had been hidden in the stone of the altar pops open, revealing the actual Ankanohs, burner of ultimate sacrifice, sitting on a pillow of velvet.
Then I'll remove, I guess, Brick's smart enough to describe the pillow. Probably not. So he'll just grab the dagger instead. We'll see what happens.
You do so, and absolutely nothing happens.
Right.
Again, Rodolfo was very conscientious in how he designed every element of this hiding space. Anyone who wanted the dagger and to get out quickly would not have taken the time to check and make sure that it was the real thing first.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well,
decoy.
Suppose this is it.
Unless it's a second decoy.
Grunk wants to pull more books.
Well, okay. Gary said it's the real one. However, what she just said also makes me now second guess everything. But I don't want to waste more time with an Arcana check. So
no, it is the real one. I was just explaining why there is no trap on the real one. It is so simply just laying there, he assumed that the puzzle would be trap enough
Not
for
that.
people who were not thinking about everything so clearly. And you get that sense that would have worked because the cultists did seem like they were a get in, get the dagger, get out type of vibe.
Sounds good. So we got
Well, yeah. And as much as I love spending time in cold, dark places, perhaps we should return and receive our reward.
Yeah,
yeah. So
I
we
like
have
that.
a performance to make.
Yes.
I don't learn how to read. Let's go.
So you all head back. Easy enough. You go back to the Bluethorn Manor and see the Bluethorn patriarch, matriarch, son, and a couple of the daughters are now all in that same office where you left them. The girls are playing a couple of instruments. The mother is playing a very expensive looking harp, and the son is playing away on a pan flute, just passing the time, spending time together as they wait for their heroic adventurers to return. Oh, you're back. So, if you're back, I'm assuming it all went well.
Yes, other than a couple of cultists that showed up out of nowhere, I think I think it all went pretty well.
Oh, is everyone okay?
Some of us are a little worse for wear, I suppose, but that's
Still hit points down. So
Okay, well, we can get the local healer over here for any of you who need. Here, let me. And she starts rummaging through her coin purse, and is like, yeah. So tell me, what was it like? What happened?
Violence is horror. Grunk full of regret. Grunk could have found another way. Grunk failed.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, it's certainly never ideal when you need to take the life of another, but when they're swinging swords at you, I guess you got to do what you got to do. You know, that's just...
Grunk may take that alcohol now.
And I think I'll join you for a victory toast then.
I'm always down for a victory toast. I do have a question to maybe pose to the whole group. How did the cultists find us?
Did we leave the library open?
Yeah, we did leave a big wide door, didn't we?
The door closed behind us, or like...
Been increasing their activity in the city already. They probably had tabs on anything that would have given them a clue. They were probably
that'd be my guess as well.
And
again, that I don't think they would have been starting to graffiti their symbols into the walls of alleyways and stuff if they didn't at least have an idea of how to get there.
Yeah, that
Absolutely.
was an extremely called shot.
I just... One more question, because I don't think... correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it was well described earlier. As somebody who is a cleric and very much protective over religious items and things like that, I don't believe you ever mentioned what the plans were for this retrieved dagger.
Well, I was going to show it to my professor just to prove that I was able to find it, and then I think we were planning on either sending it to the castle for the Duke and Duchess so they could figure out what to do with it, or maybe even sending it to the king, just taking it out of the city entirely.
Okay, that does sound sensible and normal.
Can I roll an insight check? I'm not book smart, but I am street smart, and I feel like I might be able to get a sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad somebody else is a little skeptical about this whole situation.
A 10. Who knows?
Seems pretty truthful. Sarah, did you also want to make an insight check?
I might as well. I'm the one who's posing this line of questioning.
And anyone else who wants to make an insight check, you may.
It doesn't matter. I got a 7. So he's truthful. It's great. It's wonderful. So glad. I'm just a skeptical human, I guess. Not a human, I'm a satyr.
Not a human.
I might as well. I've got the proficiency in it. 17. Oh, actually, that's not bad.
You do sense that they are being
I'm so
truthful.
used to saying my dice rolls with disappointment. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Gabby?
So they do seem to be truthful. They're very earnest. However, you do notice a hesitation when they're talking about sending it to the Duke and Duchess. You get the idea that this family thinks that something is not right about that couple, especially the Duke.
Grunk must atone. Grunk will take Dagger to King. Grunk will protect Dagger and allow good King to decide what to be done.
Well, Grunk, we'll figure out if we want to send it to the king.
Grunk must atone. You must allow Grunk to make up for his sins. Grunk's sins.
You know what? Absolutely, buddy, you got it. And you see one of the daughters, the younger daughter that's in the room, comes up. She's like, well, I wanted to thank you guys for helping out my big brother. I made you all friendship bracelets if you want.
Aww.
Sened told me all of your names, so I made they're nothing too fancy. They're made of silver, but I made sure to find the right letters that have all of your names on them. Sorry if it doesn't match your skin tone, Brick.
Grunk has not known such kindness in long time.
And she just gives you a big hug, but she only comes up to about your waist. Like she's young.
Thank you.
And she's just so happy to have a friend. She's like, wait, do you want a flower crown too? I can make you one of those.
Grunk wants that very badly.
And she immediately, full on dead, sprints to the back of the house to go to the garden to try and start making you a flower crown.
And 20 gold coins each?
Oh, yes, of course, absolutely. And you see she already has started like putting the gold in piles, and she's like, it's for you, and hands it out to you.
We must
Can
make arrangements for my performance at the manor.
Yes, these will go very well. Like, I guess, so Karashi noticed something that the rest of us didn't. I'd hate to, but I don't know.
I think I would have like just kind of given you like a subtle nod,
Okay.
like we can like let them go and like we don't have
Cool.
to like start a brawl here.
Yeah, just didn't want to glance over that.
Yeah,
So that's
meet your eyes and I go, it's
Yeah.
fine, we're good.
Okay.
What? I disappeared for a second.
Yes, so you all are now 20 gold richer. Karashi, the mom pulls you aside to start to talk to you about your desire to meet with the Duchess, and talks about maybe making a time while the festival is still in town where she can organize a meeting, maybe the three of you meeting over lunch or something. Sarah Sened starts writing his testimonial for you. About 5 or so minutes after you see the younger daughter run off, she comes back with this really beautiful, and maybe a little large because she didn't think to measure your head before she ran out to make flower crowns, so she just thought, well, bigger is better. I'll just make it a little larger. But it's this very beautiful flower crown. And you see the mom like looks over and she's my daughter. They have a very nice, well-tended, wealthy person garden, and this little girl did not pull any punches when she was deciding which flowers to violently rip out of the garden to put in this flower crown for you.
Grunk
She has
put
decided
flower
that
crown on hand.
you are now her best friend.
Grunk honored.
Real quick, these friendship bracelets made out of silver, does that, if we want to not wear them, does that count as silver?
I mean, if you melted the beads down, you could probably turn them into gold.
Too much work.
Not gold. You could turn them into coins, but they're like, they look like pony beads, but they are made of silver.
Sounds good. I don't care enough. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Sened, I have an extra credit project for you.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
I pull out the coded paper.
Yes.
Ooh.
I can
Hey Dad, you want to take a look at this? And you see Josue comes over and he's like, you know, I wouldn't know how to read this, but I think I might know someone in the capital who would be able to work through this. Do you mind if I take this, or at least take a copy of it, so I can send to my friend?
A copy away, please. I'd like to keep the original, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
of course. You found it. So he copies it down and puts it in an envelope with a letter kind of explaining everything, and hands it off to a servant. He's like, whispers to them on who to deliver it to, and it gets sent off.
Realizing I could have looted one of the scimitars. I have no weapons.
it's okay. It's fine.
Okay. Damn it. Anyway, it's fine. We're good. It's fine.
What are we gonna do with you, Jay? I can't.
To be fair, we did ask you, like, do they have any loot? And you said they don't have anything of significance on.
Yeah, nothing really of note other than their very basic robes and obviously the scimitars they were using.
I could have said the scimitars. I'm so sorry. I'm focused on that, but I'm realizing.
It's okay, we can retcon. You took one. You have one.
Okay, I have a scimitar. Okay, cool.
Yay!
I will. No,
One state scimitar.
doesn't necessarily mean that you are proficient with that weapon.
Yeah, fair.
That is something you'll have to check. But you have one.
Forget about it. I put it back. I'm done.
Babe, you might be. You just have to check your character sheet. I can't do that right now for you. I have 50 million tabs open on my computer, and I get lost.
That's real as hell.
Simple weapons.
Yeah, I think a scimitar counts as a simple weapon.
I'm good. Okay,
You're
great.
fine.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'll shut up, everybody.
Right. Anything else that we want to get done?
Setting the date for my performance at the manor.
So, who do you try to talk to about that?
I'm gonna go up to the mother, who I'm assuming has no idea that this is what her son has promised me, and I will say, So when am I performing for you guys?
Well, you know what? It would actually be best if you talk to my oldest daughter. She's very into the theater. I think she would be the best one to arrange it. And the oldest are like, I heard theater. She's like, hi, you're the one that Sandra was talking about. So, what I was thinking was you wouldn't perform here, but instead I have some connections at the theater back in La Coeta. What if we did like a one night only show?
Oh, darling girl, you have made me the happiest satyr in the world.
I do what I can. Anything for a fellow actress.
Oh, yes. Are you looking for a mentor? I could use a protege.
I mean, I have a lot of tutors at the moment, but I'd never say no to more advice. Anything to like improve my craft, you know?
Yes, we'll have to talk after the show tonight. You're all coming, I hope.
Well, I know I am. And she like looks around to the rest of her family and goes, yeah, of course, we'll grab the other girls, and yes, we'll all be there.
Fabulous! Maybe leave the little one at home. I don't know if the content is appropriate.
And you see she just gets like a... She's like a little disappointed, but she'll be fine.
We do a more appropriate version for you, just for you.
Okay.
There's a good girl, and I'm gonna pat her head.
I assume that version is about 5 minutes long.
It is.
Enough for a child's attention span.
Is there anything else we need to do here? Because I'm realizing now that I've spent the entire day away from my tent, and it's been unattended, and it has all my magical items and altars in it. So
should have hired a good bodyguard. Let's just.
I'm chilling. We can go back.
Do you express that concern out loud to everyone?
Yes, I do.
So Sunday chimes in. He's like, "Oh well, I actually we sent one of our servants to go watch your tent for you.
Okay, we're
So
good.
it should be fine.
What?
It should be fine.
Oh, thank you. Then I'm all good. I have nothing to worry about. We're all good. Thank you.
Yeah, like it seems like there was important stuff in there, and all that fruit for some reason.
Oh, we're making smoothies.
Fruit. This is like hilarious.
He does not believe you.
I roll persuasion. I roll persuasion.
Okay.
Is this a contested check? Can I roll an insight? Can I roll a contested insight?
I rolled a 7.
I'm rolling insight.
I rolled a 7. And y'all don't believe me. It's fine.
Yeah, no. No one in the room believes you, but they're not gonna like argue with you either.
We all know what the fruit is there for. Just leave me be.
What's it there for?
Nothing.
Snow cones.
Nothing that concerns you, lady. This is of my concern.
Well, whatever.
You have a big smile, just a knowing smile, Mr. Rock.
Alright, okay. Unless anyone else has any requests of the Bluethorn family, they have nothing else to add.
If Grunk may, Grunk wonder if friends know healer who can regenerate.
I can regenerate. No, I can't regenerate. That's not what I have. Never mind.
Why don't we go see the show, have some drinks, relax, and take the night off, and we'll be back up to normal in no time.
Yeah.
And you know what?
A nice long rest.
We'll
give us, yeah.
That's a catchy name for it. I could go for a nice long rest.
And you know what, Grunk? We'll use the connections that we have in the city to see if there's a higher level healer that we can get in touch with.
Grunk, thank you.
Because this seems like, I don't know, just based off the way you're talking, it seems like bigger than just what a long rest will fix.
If I was a priestess of Artemis or Apollo, I definitely would have more, but sorry.
Grunk finds that unhelpful.
Fine, Grunk.
Brick laughs out loud at that Grunk's statement.
You can see the entire Bluethorn family is holding in a chuckle. They're like, yeah, no, that was not helpful.
Fine. I have nothing left to say. I don't know why everyone's silent and looking at me. I have nothing.
Alright, so with that, if everyone has finished up the business that they have with the Bluethorn family, we will go into our kind of epilogue phase for the episode.
Woo!
So everyone arrives back in La Piazza dei Signatori in the heart of La Calera, the arts district of our city, Aramend. Minerva, you see that they have set up, and you're not sure if this was because of Brick's intimidation along with Grunk earlier, or just the pure power and influence of the Bluethorn family, but you have a beautiful stage set up in the round in the middle of the piazza.
She cries because it's so beautiful.
A stage befitting your talent, my lady. That's good.
Isn't it? I almost don't want to go on. I just want to look at it. Almost. Let's get started. Like this. We need the set pieces. And she starts, doing her thing.
I
have anything we want to do?
I turn to Grunk and I'm like, "Hey Grunk, you hungry? I'm in the mood for some fruit. Why don't we go have a nice bite to eat?"
Friend wants dinner with Grunk?
Of course, we are good. We are good buddies and workers and co-workers, are we not?
Grunk wants to see show and Grunk wants to eat.
All right, so I lead them over to the secrets. I'll lead Grunk over to the secret stash of fruit so we can have a nice meal and then remove any potential projectiles.
As the curtain rises, we are about to start Minerva's show. I slide over to Sarah, who I'm sure is pouting, and I don't say anything. I hand her another frozen margarita, and then I hold up one hand and I druid craft a snowball.
Forever! Oh my god!
That's correct. I'm so getting fired.
Well,
let's see if Sarah hits.
Can I roll? Yeah, can I roll to dodge?
Screw it.
you're too
Yeah,
What would that be? Dexterity?
yeah.
It's a nat 1.
Yes!
Oh no!
Well, yay. I throw the snowball, drink my margarita, and about 10 minutes into the show, turn to Karashi and go, "Yeah, this isn't strong enough. You want to go to a local bar? I think the show sucks."
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. And then we go to the local pub and we start chatting up the tavern maid.
Absolutely. Any other order of business before we wrap up? Going once? Twice? Amazing. So, other than the snowball, the performance goes off without a hitch. Everyone is entranced by Lady Minerva. Rashi and Sarah go and get properly drunk at a bar, talk with everybody and anybody that they want to, and nobody that they don't. And the sun sets on a surprisingly productive day during La Festa dell'Artisti here in Aramend. And that is where I leave you all.
Thank you, Crit Crew, for joining us for our first ever episode of Crit Starters. I hope you enjoyed the story that my friends and I were able to tell today, and that you join us for future episodes. There's some really exciting stuff coming up. Make sure you keep up with us on our socials, linked in the description, so that you can stay tuned for those future episodes, as well as some extra content, like behind the scenes and bloopers that had to get left on the cutting room floor. Again, thank you so much for supporting what we're doing here at Crit Starters, and we hope to see you back at the table soon. Until then, go out into the world and get crit started.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Have a
Bye.
good night,
Bye.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm so glad that went well. I was so nervous.
Oh, well, it went so
amazing.
well.
Gabby,
Baby, it was so good.
So good.
It was so good.
Oh my god.
It was so good.
So good. Fantastic, actually.
You're going to have so much footage to go through, though.